It's a lovely space. They've just fitted all new cupboards. This is all all brand new. Yeah, no, it's all brand new with the latest colour, as you can see.
Really
it's
like
fantastic
it.
blue. It's nice. Do you like it?
I really get a really nice vibe from this place.
I do.
Really good,
I love the light, actually.
Yeah.
The colour's great. It's this season's colour.
Yeah, we won't need to do much work on it.
You won't have to do anything. You just move in your things and that'll be it. Yeah.
I like it.
Well, why don't I leave you to sort of have a look round and talk to each other? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think? Do you like it?
Do you see that?
What? Look, if you keep touching things, you're going to break it.
No, I'm saying, Lucy, it's made of paper. Look, watch.
Why do you have to touch everything?
Look, what's that now? What is going on here? This thing's made of paper. This is made of paper. That's made of paper. That's made of paper.
How's it going? Do you like it?
Yeah, I really like
Yeah.
it. It's really nice.
I don't think you were supposed to do that.
Yeah, sorry, can you explain to us why is the microwave and the cupboards, the drawers, they're made of paper? Can you explain that?
Yeah, there's this new Japanese thing that's come out. I don't know, some new trendy thing.
Really?
Yeah, but
it's great, isn't it?
Japanese?
Yeah, I mean, it's a new design now.
Really?
These modern shops.
Oh, sorry,
I don't
girls,
know,
sorry,
great.
girls. Is anyone listening to me here? I'm saying your kitchen here is made of paper.
I know. But don't you think it looks fantastic? Well, it did do before you ripped it.
Look, what else is made of paper? Look, the taps are made of paper. Look at the taps. Look, the cupboards are made of paper. The whole kitchen's made of paper.
I'm just going to pop outside.
Where are you going? Come back here, you... Oi! Bloody kids! Come back here, you punk! It's made of paper.
I can't believe we nearly bought this.
Oi, it's made of paper.
I hate the idea of being laughed at. I don't want to be judged the moment I leave the house. So, for example, when I go for a run, I try wearing clothes that won't provoke derision.
Blue and white tosser.
People judge us on our appearance. Today, it's a disaster if two people turn up to work wearing the same clothes. For ages, I used to worry that I didn't really have much of a dress sense, nothing I could put my finger on. And then one day I decided to hand a bag of my old clothes into a charity shop. This later proved to be a mistake.
Hey, cool. Look.
Yeah, I know. I bought all this in there. Yeah, but
It's hilarious.
nice one.
Hilarious.
It's a fickle world, and the long honeymoon is over, even for Elvis Presley's.
Got to move with the times, you know. Elvis isn't big anymore. It's Billy, it's Britney. So I think the way round it is, you start as Britney Spears on Monday.
I think I did it again. I made you believe we're more than just friends.
So, to survive, we've got to adapt. For example, I know nothing about football, but when there's a match on, I can now yak quite confidently without being found out.
Do you think there are too many foreign players in the teams?
Well, yeah. I mean, Hammer's all right though, because they've got a lot of kids coming.
Maybe
through,
they should blindfold all the foreign players.
Well, why would they do that?
Just to make it more interesting.
Oh, no!
That was really sore. That was really sore.
No, he's not giving a penalty, is he?
No, that's fair enough. He come in from
No,
behind.
come on, look what he's doing now. That's like one of those performances that would get nominated for Best Supporting Actor in the BAFTA Awards.
Why don't they all do 4-4-2?
Well, the thing is, even the Brazilian team play 4-4-2.
Do 4-4-2, yeah.
Because the whole point about it is, if you've got the players who are skillful enough, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
about
It doesn't
the
matter
system.
because they can kick it anywhere. They know how, you know, they're so skillful. They can do all that and they can kick it anywhere.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah.
So you can put them anywhere.
Well,
you know what I mean?
it's sort of that, but I mean, it's more of it.
You can put them all in the middle,
Yeah,
but they'll know where to go.
No, it's
you know
more
what I mean?
about
So as soon
where-
as the whistle's gone, they can all sort of spread out, and some of them can hide. And
No,
you
but
know.
they stick 4-4-2. It's just where
Keep
you
it there.
Hello, television.
This is a consecutive IRA.
There is a bomb planted in the Queensford shopping centre. It will go off in 10 minutes. We want you to put out a warning to evacuate the area. This is the only warning we will be giving.
Hang on a minute. Consecutive IRA, warning about a bomb in a shopping centre, 10 minutes.
No, it does nothing for me.
Nothing for me neither. No.
OK, done. Hello, I've had a word with our schedulers here, and what we feel is that a warning about a bomb in a shopping centre isn't really what we're looking to cover at the moment.
Listen, you don't understand. You have got 10 minutes. There is a bomb going off in a shopping centre. You have to put out a warning to evacuate the area.
I know, listen, I understand the idea, but basically... We've just done a season on the 70s called Hey, It's the 70s, and there was quite a lot of stuff about the IRA in that.
I'm sorry, love, I don't think you understand. I saw Hey, It's the 70s. It's not about that. You have got...
It was very good.
It was all right.
And as I say, we did cover the IRA,
yes,
so although your idea is great, we really, at the moment, need something with more of a human interest feel. You know, something a bit warmer.
A bit warmer? Jesus, there's a bomb about to go off in a shopping centre. You've got 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, OK, we like the shopping centre idea. OK, but instead of the bomb, could we have Ant and Dec?
Are you taking the fucking piss out of me?
OK, yep, just hang on a minute. No, they want to go with the bomb.
Can't we just have Ant and Dec at the top? Yeah, give them Ant and Dec at the top. We film Ant and Dec and the bomb, and then just put out Ant and Dec. That's brilliant.
OK. Hello, could we just put Ant and Dec in at the start?
Yeah, hold on. They want to put Ant and Dec in at the start, then go with the bomb, make it a bit warmer, you know? Yeah. OK, but there's only 10 minutes.
Yeah, we got that. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. What's that, 2 songs? OK, brilliant. 10 minutes. That's working for you. It's obviously, it's working for us as well. Thanks. Nice doing business with you. Bye-bye. It's still a bit sticky, but, I think I've got them.
You're so good at television.
You are so good at television.
I'm so good at television.
She's so good at
You
television.
are good at television.
Yeah.
No, you are.
We're all good at telly.
We're all good at television.
We're so good at television.
We're so good at telly. We're so good at telly. We're so good at telly.
Hello, Hugh. I've just become paranoid I'm not keeping up with what society deems to be the fashion of the moment. Do you find that, being an old man? No. All right, come on. So, Hugh, I suppose our whole lives are controlled by computers these days. What was it like then?
Oh, well, in those days, the internet was in black and white. It was only on for 3 hours a day. We used to get all dressed up in our Sunday best to log on to it. We'd log on to letsbuyit.com and order a gas mask and a pound of tripe. Then when we finished with the computer, we'd switch it off and we'd all stand up and sing the national anthem.
What about the entertainment? How did you amuse yourselves?
Well, we used to gather around the piano and sing Peter Andre songs. And while we were singing, we'd be showing off our pecs. My dad had a lovely six-pack. Cheeseburgers were a penny then.
Whenever I want to stop feeling inadequate, I think of pole vaulters. Most of us don't want to be found out to be rubbish, so we stick to the things we're good at. But pole vaulters, whose only job is to be able to vault over a pole, repeatedly don't. Almost forever, in public. Their only job.
My name is Aidan Lavender, and my only job is to make sure that none of these milk cartons is leaking. Yes, all the milk is still inside this one.
My name is Wendy Taylor, and my only job is to make sure the right cake gets to the wedding reception. This is the right cake.
I can't be the only one who's shite scared of being found out. Surely everyone's rubbish at something.
I mean, Frank Sinatra couldn't click his fingers. Prince Nassim Hamid can't work a yo-yo. Most Millwall supporters actually find beer a little bit too gassy. And Robbie Williams can't go to the toilet in the sight of other men. It doesn't really matter. We're not going to have a go at him about that. Sort of laughing at him.
I mean, I can't kick a ball, which is why the last thing I want to be near when I'm out running in the park is a football match. If the ball comes out, they'll want me to kick it back in, which is why I've trained myself to run as fast as possible away from the game. It was the same for Sebastian Coe.
Look, he's trying to kick the ball back in, and he can't.
As I tried to kick a ball properly in front of the fit and the dying, it dawned on me how many words we have to express our contempt for others.
Wazzock.
Spanner.
Ninny.
Clot.
Hagey head.
Manger.
Fivepenny twammer.
Ass heap.
Numpty.
Village Branson.
Fag chest.
Cocksucking witch.
Furry tit cake.
Twit.
Frannock.
Joey.
Men are always meant to fantasise about being brilliant footballers, but I've always fantasised about brilliant footballers being like me, so I can enjoy turning the telly on and see David Beckham sort of hide his face whenever the ball comes towards him. Or Kanu goes for the ball and the referee shouts, "Don't pass to him, he's rubbish," and Kanu starts to cry. Or every week Everton try and get out of a match by pretending they've got tonsillitis.
Kick the ball!
Get that ball back! Come on!
My name is Tony Flanagan, and my only job is to make sure nobody breaks into this car showroom and drives off with any of the vehicles.
I can't believe you've actually come back amongst us, Jesus, and that you're here in our reception.
I have come to heal you. What ails you?
I've got terrible recurring psoriasis on my hands, which gets bad when I'm stressed.
Your psoriasis is cured.
Oh, thank you, Lord. I'm so grateful.
Jesus, I've knackered my knee. They say I can't play rugby anymore.
Your knee is now fine.
It feels better already. Thank you.
My Lord Jesus, I have for the past 2 years suffered from ME, but it's more correctly called chronic fatigue
Yeah,
syndrome.
well, we all get tired.
I've got a terrible hangover.
Did you badly cane it last night?
Yes, Lord.
You are now cured of your hangover.
Thanks. That'll teach me not to mix me drinks.
You have heard my words. Now go forth and spread my message.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Bergkamp, come on, you've got 22 legs, use them. There's so many foreign players now that at half-time, instead of having oranges, they will have snails and tapas.
United! United!
Aye, oe, Derby County. I don't want to be caught out again saying the wrong thing, so I'm training for a dinner party tonight with an attitudes tape. The tape tells you all the views you need to be interesting company without being too provocative.
Those new Volkswagen Beetles are quite good. You'd like one of those. You haven't seen a white egg for years. They should reintroduce wolves to Scotland. Joke. The Bank of England, they think they've got a license to print money. Bacardi breezers are too sweet for you. They're usually drunk by teenagers. You've got a sky dish up. What's the problem? It's like people having a go at you for having a chimney.
The Forest of Dean is a nice place to go.
This is the bit I hate, taking my car to the garage. I know nothing about cars. Anytime a mechanic comes out from under my car, I feel like a little slug who's just handed him a piece of lettuce saying, "Can you cut it up for me, please?"
I can't touch this, it's got asbestos in it.
Of course.
Looks like a wiring problem.
Take my money.
Well, that's a day for you.
Help me.
It has been a bloody awful summer.
God, I think I acted like a real jizzhead at that party last night. Why did I think it was hilarious to hold a melon and a bowl of patty up to my chest and say, "Look, I'm a lady"? God, that guy was there. Everyone thinks he's really funny. If he's there tonight and I try to be funny, I know it'll just come out as like I've got a broken washer.
It's a Visa card, that's okay.
Nice car.
Thanks very much. I know nothing about cars.
That's what we're here for.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, there's a bit of a problem with your card. It says you're a twat.
What do you mean? I'm not a twat, I can assure you.
Well, it says it here. He's a twat.
What's the problem?
But He's a twat.
Yeah, I've used the card before and it's never come up with he's a twat before.
I reckon you should look on the list. Oh, yeah.
If
Check
you
the
could,
list.
thank
The list
you.
of local twats operating in the area.
Thank you.
No, there he is, there, look. Yeah, mate. That's you.
Well, yeah, I realise that's me, but I can assure you I'm not a twat. I mean, who compiles the list?
Well, we do, you twat.
But on what criteria do you decide that I'm a twat?
Look, mate, you're in the book, you're on the machine, you're a twat.
Could you just maybe phone up the card company? I'm sure they'll...
Take your twatty card, back in your twatty car, back to your twatty house, and let us get on with our fucking job.
All right, no, I will. I'll take my twatty card and go back to my twatty wife, and you'll be hearing from my twatty lawyers.
Twat.
I'm a bit worried about my new clothes. I don't know if they just make me look a bit gay.
Hey, look, it's you. Oi! Yeah. What are you doing here? Twat? Hey, look! Oi, twat!
I'm not a twat. Other people are. Those people at weddings who are served champagne but say it's sparkling wine, actually. They're twats. That man there, he's the sort who says, cheer up, it might never happen. Twat. People who ring up Radio 5 to argue with Nicky Campbell. Twats. That man I saw on the regional news. Every year he writes a song for Princess Anne's birthday. He's been doing it for 16 years.
This is a day they cannot spoil, the birthing day of the Princess Royal. So let's celebrate the living span of our lovely Annie Anne.
He was the biggest twat.
My name is Stanley Pugash, and my only job is to see that any shark fitted under the wing of an aeroplane is securely fitted. Yes, it's firmly secured.
I teach my clients to have confidence in themselves, to take control of their life and circumstances. Now, the only way I can really do this, I suppose, is to be a shining exponent of it myself. So really, my only job is to be prepared for whatever happens.
But it is easier to organise a round robin than to be a round robin.
Amando's here, everybody.
Hi, sorry I'm late. Sorry. Whoa, you're on the next one. Hi, I know
Tim,
you.
you know,
I know you, yes.
Hi, you must be the missing link.
Yeah, I'm shaking his hands, yes.
I'm sorry I'm so late. Going back to the Europe thing, isn't it just inevitable that we end up joining the Euro? I mean, sooner or later.
Absolutely, yeah, it is inevitable. I mean, people are so suspicious, aren't they? That's a stupid thing. It's like, you know, the justice system. We always assume that it's going to be worse abroad than it is here.
Yeah.
But
Like, bring back our plucky paedophiles. You know, whenever we say from the Philippines. Because we always assume that British people, if they're convicted abroad, you know, they're actually innocent.
yes, this is Europe. So.
No, I know, but I was just making the paedophile
I think
link.
I don't know. I mean, I was more.
It's like the missing link thing.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking more actually about like Geoffrey Boycott. You know, he had to go to France twice to try and clear his name.
Yeah.
And he lost both times.
Well, but, you know, that's so British, isn't it? That's the British way, you know. It's not the winning that counts, it's the taking part. I mean, and if you want to sort the law and order thing out...
very funny.
Thank you. If you want to sort the law and order thing out, you make Mad Frankie Fraser Mayor of London. You know, he'd sort the law and order thing straight out. You know, he'd have a referendum and ask the public, are you in favour of law or order?
just to pull right back to the Europe thing. You know, because the whole Europe thing is like it's not so much like two bald men fighting over a comb. It's more like 15 bald men fighting over a honeycomb. Do you know what I mean? Like yeah, there are bees buzzing and wasps. Like because the European Parliament looks like a honeycomb.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, it's the German. It's the German one.
Yeah,
Sorry, the German
the
Parliament is
Reichstag.
built. It looks like a honeycomb. Sorry, the Reichstag.
You had the wrong star.
Do you want a drink, Armando?
Yeah, could I have a low alcoholic lager, please?
Oh, you want to be careful with that stuff. You'll end up in Low Alcoholics Anonymous.
Don't know why.
You are incredible. Did you make those?
I did, and do you know what? I have to tell you, I even made the pastry.
Oh, are you the Puff Daddy?
Puff Mummy, actually.
Puff Mummy, of course.
We'll all look like pies after this.
No, they're not fattening.
No, I know.
It's lovely dishes. I feel like I should be sitting in a corner, you know, with my thumb stuck in the, you know, in the pie.
Well, like dikes. The Dutch sticking their thumbs in dikes. No? You don't stick the thumbs in dikes' holes? Oh no, you're thinking. Oh, sorry, you're thinking of what? Tom Thumb. The Tom
Jack
Thumb.
Horner.
Oh, Jack. Corner. It's the horny corner. Yeah.
Excellent.
Bon appetit.
Yep.
Lovely. So, Tim, you holiday in Europe, don't you?
I quite like it.
We're off to Washington in the autumn.
Really? You're not worried about the violence?
Crime rates are sky high in Washington.
Well, they do say there are more guns there than people now, don't they?
But apparently there used to be more people.
Mind you, I think it's worth it just for the art collections because some of them are absolutely superb, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm not so sure about art myself. You know, I mean, 90% of it is all right. You know, nothing special. I suppose most of it is fine. You know, that's why they call it fine art.
Very good. Very good.
But I prefer science myself. You know Stephen Hawking?
Yeah.
That's my pie.
Sorry?
That's my pie.
No, you've got a pie over there. You've got a pie.
That's my
Tim, all
pie.
the pies are the same.
Give me my pie back.
That's my pie. It's pie. Give me the pie.
Give me my pie. You've got my pie, you fanny.
That's rubbish as witty, that is.
Look, please, just calm down. Come on. No,
Get off.
Really, that's enough. Just give him his pie. Let him have it, for goodness sake.
Just calm down.
You've got my pie now.
Thank you.
Anyway, what were you saying about Stephen Hawking?
Yeah, do you think Stephen was always known as the black hole of his family?
It's reading from the pie. It's all in the pie. No, it's all in the pie.
Silly.
No, he's got stuff in his food. There's stuff in the pie. There'll be stuff in the potatoes. No, like, there's nothing in the potatoes. It's all in the pie. Everything's in the pie.
And then the pie was opened and Armando began to sing.
Get it. But if it wasn't for that stuff, all this stuff he'd be saying would be jobbies.
I still suspected that everyone apart from me was being helped by more than pies. I went back to the garage.
Craphead.
I'd always wondered why mechanics had to trundle underneath your car before they could speak to you.
What's wrong with my car?
Hold on a minute. What's wrong with it? It's your starter solenoid. I think it's gone.
Is it? Let's have a look.
Don't go under there. I can't go under there.
What's this? What's that? What's that?
Quick, stop him. He's going to hit the buttons.
It's all written for them on the chassis.
What's wrong with my car? Tell you what's wrong with it. It's got a leak. But you can patch it up if you find the right size Jubilee clip.
Tossers.
I'd always wondered why my friends at the pub had wires coming out of their ears. I determined to get to the bottom of their knowledge of football. In every pub cellar, experts are telling blokes what to say.
I want to try Gary Neville. He was definitely under 25. And Phil Neville.
They've got Lou McCarry's mobile phone number. What's the latest? What's happening?
I think it's 1 something, isn't it?
For who?
For who?
Arsenal, England, one of the two. Yeah.
Arsenal versus England.
Figo, do you think he's overpriced?
Overpriced.
What's a?
Yeah. What's Figo?
It's,
I don't know.
Oh, it's washing.
I think
stuff.
they paid £1,000 for him or something.
£1,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
For a footballer?
God, that's a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah.
How long do they
Yeah. Yeah.
And they can keep him?
70, please.
I'm happy now. Now I know we're all the same.
We're all twats.
You alright, love?
Yes, I'm fine.
Are you sure you're alright with this, Dan?
Yes, I'm fine. It's only 6 bits of wood.
Listen, we can still get Terry, to come in. He'll only cost a couple of quid,
No,
love.
I don't need Terry, thanks very much.
You sure?
Yes, it's great, thanks.
Right.
Ah, Jesus. Oh, fucking hell.
Here you are, love. Oh, I'm gonna pop out to the shops.
All right. Yeah.
Hiya, love.
Hiya.
God, you haven't moved. You haven't moved your hands either.
Well, no, I haven't got a clamp. I'm just waiting for the glue to set. I've got to keep my hand in to keep it up.
Listen, I'm going to go and run a bath. You going to come up?
Yeah, in a bit.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll see you in
All
a
right,
bit.
then. I'll go on now.
See ya.
Jesus Christ, Darren. You look like shit. You haven't been here all night.
No. I sneaked up late last night and I got up early this morning.
But your hand is still holding it up.
No, it all fell apart.
Why don't we fling it out? The skip's coming in about now. Why don't we just fling it and get a new one?
It's a shame, because it's a solid cabinet,
Oh, Darren,
this.
it doesn't matter. We can get a new one.
Oh, there's the phone.
Sorry, leave it.
No, go and get the
Yeah,
phone.
machine.
No, go and get the phone.
All right.
It's all right.
Yo, can you take this phone?
Yeah. Bye.
I used to think things like this wouldn't happen if we just talked to one another.
They take a very practical approach, I think, the animals.
That was until I met my barber.
Like your kangaroos, I mean, they look stupid, don't they, with all that hopping about, all the hoppity-hop and everything like that.
I use every gene in my body to try not to engage him in conversation.
They sort of think, well, you know, all right, so I'm hopping about, it's a bit boring, really, hopping all the time. But on the plus side, I'm in the Guinness Book of Records, you know, because I hop really well.
While my barber gassed on, it struck me I was one of a growing number of people who try not to say very much.
Professor, a tiny monster has escaped from the labs and is heading from an...
In the country's living rooms, people aren't saying very much.
About 2 inches. My God, it'll get lost.
Our restaurants are full of couples not saying very much.
It's chilly, isn't it?
Were they always not saying very much?
Busy for a Tuesday.
Right from the start.
The potatoes are nice.
In the age of mass communication, have we run out of things to say?
So you got here all right then?
Colin rang this morning. Said he'd call again tomorrow. I see the government's trying to persuade more people to take out private pensions. Something I saw on the paper.
Yes, I read it too.
The 2 knives. Remind me again when we should get the taxi.
Excuse me.
Yes, could I see the list of dessert wines, please?
Why do they do all them experiments on animals?
Don't know.
I think it's very cruel, don't you, really? I mean, because I think, you know, if the scientists, right, if they're so keen on the animal shape, then they could use things which look like animals, you know, like maybe kids' puppets or something like that. You know, I was reading actually in China, they actually use clangers' testicles for anaesthetics and painkillers and things like that. You know, it's still a little bit cruel. I know it's a shame, you know, they use a clangers' testicle, but by the same token, if it was your child, you'd do it, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? I mean, you see these people out on the pavement, you know, with these petitions, and they got a photograph of a clanger with all his guts hanging out, you know, and it makes you feel a little bit guilty, but I still think you've got to go for it at the end of the day, because let's face it, the clangers, they'd remove one of our testicles if they had to. You know, I don't know why they want to do that, but, you know, that's up to them, the clangers, really. I mean, I suppose we could help them, do you think, maybe in a way? I don't know, like maybe have a card made or something which says, in the event of my death, then I would like one of my testicles to be used to cure a clanger. You know, I mean, I feel sorry for the clangers because they live on the moon, which is really boring. Have you seen it?
No.
There are some social occasions when we'll happily talk to people we'd otherwise avoid. For example, at the Christmas lunch. I had a sobering experience last year when I went to my annual Victims of Medical Negligence Christmas party.
They took my leg off there, but they kept the foot on. So I've got a wooden leg, but a real foot. And I've just got one artery going from my thigh right the way down to my ankle.
Suddenly, I noticed over in the corner the boss of a local firm and his only employee. They were having what must have been the smallest Christmas office lunch in the world.
Remember that supply truck that only delivered half the stuff and I had to get you...
Yes, I do.
Chasing after it.
It was heartening to see their annual bash go so well.
Bolivia. There's in La Paz, it's the highest capital in the world, apparently. Yeah.
Oh, speech! Thank you. I'd just really simply like to take this opportunity to thank you, Michael, for all your work this year. It's been a fantastic year. I'd like to think that any of the success that we've had at the firm this year has not been just down to me, because I know he's had a difficult year with the house and with
Get on with it!
Yeah, right. No, but seriously.
Hurry up!
Yes, thank you. Michael, I'm trying to make a speech here, all right? Just really like to say, please raise our glasses to you, Michael. Cheers.
Woo! Hooray! It went so well they agreed next year to hold a company dinner dance. Even so, they left in separate taxis despite living 30 yards apart. They then didn't speak again for a fortnight.
They cut all down there. They folded the flaps.
And now if I could have the rings. Aren't there 2 rings?
No, I haven't got a ring, Father.
What do you mean you haven't got me a ring?
Well, I thought, yeah, I could get you a ring, but I don't know what kind of rings you like.
What do you mean you don't know what kind of rings I like?
Look, I wanted to get you something nice, so I thought, here's £40. You can get yourself anything you like with that. There you go.
So, there's no ring?
No, as I just said. Well, she can get a ring. You can get a ring. I don't mind.
Well, actually, I know exactly what I'm going to get with this money.
What are you going to get?
Well, it's Kate's birthday on Tuesday, and I thought I'd get her a present, and I saw this really nice print, so I'm going to get her that.
You're not going to get something for yourself?
It's my money. I can spend it on what I like, can't I?
Okay. No, I just thought, you know, I mean... Actually, that's not a bad idea. A print's a good idea. Carry on, Father.
Hello, Hugh. I was just thinking how other people scare us. Come in. Yeah. So, Hugh, what about courting? How did you go out with a lady?
Well, you couldn't just jump into bed with a lady back then. You go along to her house and you'd ask her parents if you could knock her up and get her on crack. If they said yes, you'd take her along to a junglist mash-up. It was called jungle then, not drum and bass, so it came later.
So what sort of things did you go out and see of an evening?
Oh, we go to the music halls. All the variety acts were there. And Lily Savage and Kirsty Young. I remember Chris Tarrant was working the halls. He'd come on and he'd say, "But we don't want to give you that." It was very funny for the first year.
I've decided to make more of an effort to meet people by booking into a hotel to take part in a communications conference. That's because I did some research and I found out that at any one time, 80% of the population are in hotels having conferences. I suppose it's because conferences are splendid ways of starting up friendships with people, and from there going on never to see them ever again, which is great.
The conference is looking at whether we've got so used to doing all our communicating through handheld gadgets that scenes like this will become more common.
Yeah, of course, the latest thing now is these WAP things, isn't it? The WAP phones.
Small, aren't they?
Yeah.
Tiny.
Yeah, tiny.
Tiny. I mean, we're absolutely obsessed with miniaturisation.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we'll end up eating miniaturised ice cream. And they'll come up with a tiny Titanic. And people will want to go on it. They'll pay £1,000 a ticket to get a seat on board a ship that's 2 inches long.
Right.
And they'll get 100 people on it, and they'll still claim it's unsinkable. And then once we get bored with making things really small, we want to make things enormous. And James Bond equipment will be huge.
Yeah.
And all his films will feature huge gadgets. So he'll have laptops the size of a goat or sugar cubes you can sit on.
All that day, I enjoyed knowing that for once I could have a decent conversation with people who were happy to talk to me.
In about 2 years' time, we'll have smart mirrors that can predict your reflection, and swimming lanes you can fold up and put in your briefcase for the journey home. They're planning to issue fax paper that cries, for bad news. It's going to be fantastic. Or fitness buns, big cream cakes that make you thin.
Though I enjoyed our chat, I had a sneaking suspicion that the reason we don't talk to people is because we're worried that if we do, we'll sound like my barber.
Because saying the internet is fantastic, but they always make these exaggerated claims about anything that comes along. Because they made exaggerated claims about the piano when it took over from the harpsichord. Yep. And they said that with the piano you could get better tunes and a nice softer sound and online banking facilities. But in the end, look what happened. We just used the piano as an outlet for gambling and pornography.
Repeat after me. I, Anne Jane Taylor.
I, Anne Jane Taylor.
Take you, Balbir Rai.
Take you, Balbir Rai. Oh, daddy me.
What are you doing?
It's a joke. It's a joke. Don't you see? Because you're Pakistani.
I'm Indian.
Yeah, I know, whatever. It's just, it's just funny. It's just a joke. Don't you get it?
Don't get it.
You get it, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny.
Of course, you're Indian.
You're Indian.
You know, someone once said to me, "Oh, you big-nosed jock wop. Come on, lighten up, it's only a joke." To which I said, "Well, I don't find that very funny, Mr. Lloyd Webber." Then I poured half a pint of cream down the front of his trousers and hit him 8 times in the back of the head with a ladder. He didn't like that very much, so I said, "Come on, lighten up, it's only slapstick."
You should have got yourself a waterproof husband.
Jokes help us cope, like for Jill, who lost her husband Keith in a drowning accident.
Perhaps he thought he was a saltwater Keith.
It's Duncan Deadhue.
Or for Keith's friends, for whom humour helped them through the trauma of just having fished him out the water.
Let's chuck him back in! Here we go! Here we go!
Are you actually talking at the conference? Or?
Well, in a way, I'm doing the comedy bit at the end.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah, the after dinner thing.
Oh,
yeah.
that's really good because it's serious all day.
I know, and you want to.
I'm
I'm a bit nervous about it because I think they're all expecting sort of traditional jokes,
right.
And I'm not really. I haven't really mastered the traditional joke form. You know, the I say. My fly's got no nose. Then how does it smell? Well, it's got 1,000 eyes, and that sort of compensates.
Yeah.
You know, how many kangaroos does it take to change a tap? They can't. At best, they can locate the source of the water leak by boinging up and down inside your house to see if that somehow affects the water pressure. But even then, they're going to be hard put to do anything about it unless one of them happens to have the right copper connecting mechanism in her sack of babies. What's big and small at the same time? A big egg.
Right.
Hello, television.
Right, how are we doing? Well, we haven't got any sport.
Why not?
It's too expensive.
Okay, I think I might be able to help there. I spoke to Don King's people about the Lennox Lewis fight, and we could put out the shadows cast by the fight.
How much?
£1.
Well, that's great.
You film the shadows and you broadcast the shadows?
Just the shadows?
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah, just the shadows.
Can we get any more?
Well,
I know somebody at the London Marathon probably can get the shadows cast by them.
Oh,
Thousands of them.
Costumes,
Exactly.
they'll run.
Mickey Mouses. It's on for about 4 or 5 hours.
There's 30,000 shadows.
Okay, yeah. Boat race. What about the boat race? The shadows must be knocking about
try,
them
I can
somewhere.
try.
Yes. How much would
Yeah.
that be, the boat race?
well, I guess £1. I mean, they mostly are.
With me. Yeah. No sport. Drama.
ER?
Yeah. How much would that be?
Well, I haven't checked TR, but I know that Friends is £1.
Oh, Pride and
£1.
Prejudice. Can we get Darcy's shadow?
Yeah, definitely.
For £1?
Definitely.
That bit where he comes out of the lake?
Yeah.
Oh, for £1? Animal Hospital. Could we do Animal Hospital?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, because you'd have little shadows of mice and hamsters, but big shadows of, like, Labradors.
Rolf.
And Rolf.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Oh, yes!
This
is very, very good. It's intelligent television.
Exactly.
We're saying to people that we are going to appeal to your imagination with shadows.
Exactly.
It's like radio. Brilliant.
Exactly. It's
But
like we're
with
saying to
shadows.
them, in the era of too much information, we're giving them insufficient information. We're saying, work it out for yourselves.
Work it out for your bloody
That's
selves.
what's so good about it.
You're very good at television.
You are good at television.
I didn't realise I was so good at television, but I am.
You.
Television.
Very good.
So good at it. We deserve to be here.
We're good at television. You're good at television. You're good at television.
Are you going to this sort of the artificial intelligence thing
Yes,
this
I
afternoon?
am, yes.
It's
I
quite
don't know what it's
creepy,
gonna
isn't
be
it?
about,
I don't know.
actually.
I don't know. Because, there is this sort of theory that we make computers more and more intelligent, and so we then allow computers to do the things that we normally do, like fishing and stuff like that. And eventually we'll start making computers that can do things that we can't do.
Right.
Like come up with the opposite of the word placard. And then suddenly computers become so intelligent that we'll die out. I mean, that's the theory. But I think that is bollocks. Because I think what will happen is they'll make computers that are like human beings. But if they are like human beings, then fundamentally, they'll be lazy. And they'll want to get other things to do the jobs that they don't want to do, like men. And what they'll do is they'll breed men that can remember things and take notes for them, and they'll have little laptop men, and it'll be the craze for computers to think, oh, let's come up with a more efficient way of booking cheap flight tickets. And what will happen is you'll have computers with men strapped to the front of them that shout to men attached to the front of travel agent computers. And then what will happen is they'll invent a man that's more intelligent than computers. And then what will happen is this man will be enormous and computers will die out. So everything will be back to the way it is, except that men will be 50 feet high. And we'll all kill each other in a nuclear holocaust. But that's not the point. The point is we're in control of our own destiny.
Hello, lads. How are you?
Fine,
are you planning to stand around here all day, are you?
I'm waiting for my girlfriend.
Are you selling something?
What? What do you mean, mate?
You live around here, do you, sir?
I've lived around there all my life. You must have seen me a few times.
I've never seen you before in my life, sir.
So what's the problem? What have we done?
No problem at all, sir. It's just Commissioner's orders today. No obstructing the public highway.
Bunch of black bastards.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said. You big bunch of very black bastards.
That horse just spoke.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. I just heard your horse make a racist remark.
No, it didn't. What? Prove it, Darky.
You heard that? I know you did. You heard that. Your horse just spoke.
You saying our horse is a racist?
Well, yeah,
Definitely.
Just not spoke. They just not
You
make
heard
racist
it.
remarks to us.
We don't do that anymore in the police force. That's all in the past.
What are you going to do about it anyway, you blacks?
Rubber lips.
Excuse me? What?
You're scared of horses, are you? Gypsies?
I'll have you any
What
time.
is it called a gypsy?
Calm it down.
You call it a gypsy?
Relax your horses, mate.
Come
call
on
it a
here, you
gypsy.
black puss. Piss off back to Iraq.
Your horse is so confused.
Look at you packies.
No, hang on, mate.
What?
You're having a
Fuck
go
off
at
back
us
to Kosovo.
What are you talking about? Control your horses.
Spit gits.
Probably tossers.
You're all the same.
Come on.
Jewish towel heads.
What is he, scared of horse, are you? Yeah, I'll cut you up.
What's big and small at the same time? A big egg. I'm going to do my comedy routine now, so I'm a little bit nervous as to what their tastes and attitudes are like in there, because we're all different. For example, we all have different ideas as to when it's the best time to make fun of a public figure who's died. Like, we all have our own dead Princess Diana jokes, but I got into a lot of trouble for what I did, which was to do a whole stand-up comedy routine consisting entirely of dead Diana jokes, 5 minutes after the crash, while in Paris, going through an underpass, in a white Fiat Uno.
And if you don't all improve communications technology fourfold by 2005, I'll fucking kill you. Thank you.
Well, thank you to the East End Thug for an inspirational talk. Right, well, now to keep us entertained for a bit, we've got a terrific comedian. I'm told he writes for Steve Coogan. Please welcome Armando Iannucci.
Thank you. Dogs. We've all seen them. We all know what they look like. But my dog has got no nose. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, how does it smell? And here you can see some of the proposed solutions. Use touch as a substitute, use taste as a substitute. But the answer in this particular case is terrible. My dog smells terrible. That's very important. Moving on now, I'd like to introduce you to two people, my mother-in-law and me. And there you can see I'm not saying anything. And what I'm not saying is, I'm not saying my mother-in-law is fat, but when she goes around the house, she goes around the house. There you can see my mother-in-law, and in fact, she's literally going around the house. What I was referring to earlier was her being so vast that she actually enveloped the house. Turning now to Europe, and the engine room of Europe is Germany. Germany is opening Europe up to wider markets such as China. And the question is, if Germany and China were to come together and, say, open up a German-Chinese restaurant, would they market it successfully? In other words, have you heard about the German-Chinese restaurant? If you have, you'll know that 20 minutes after people eat there, they're still hungry for power. And there, the highly successful logo of the Nazi Party. Well, I know that time's pressing, so I just want to rush through the next few points. There you can see a picture of Leslie Grantham in pantomime. And the key question here is, where's his career? And there you can see a chart illustrating that it's behind him. On now to a picture of my grandmother doing a striptease. And there you can see her getting her teeth out for the lads. A dyslexic pimp buying a warehouse. A picture of a man with 3 pieces of ham on his head stuck between 2 houses. And underneath there his name, Muhammad Ali. On now to a horse there in a pub. You can see the barman asking the key question, why the long face? Just see an illustration there of a Mexican fireman. And there's his children, Jose and Jose B.
So, will you be coming back next week?
This man is waking up today realizing he's a maths teacher. It's dawned on this woman that she designs bacon packaging. These two people are in charge of Bedford's water. For this man, knowing that he delivers ice to fishmongers produces unendurable agony. Every day is a waking hell for the tour manager of Bewitched.
Bloody!
While the members of Bewitched are aware of their own precarious existence. As is TUC leader John Monks and the staff of Halfords, Damon Hill, Sylvester McCoy, people who clean pubs in the morning.
We're told that the key to happiness is to try and live each day as if it's the last day of your life. But that's rubbish, because it means you'd have to spend every day in agonizing pain, attached to tubes and surrounded by people who want your money. So the next thing you're told is, well, try and take stock of your life. But all that leads to is people waking up screaming at 4 o'clock in the morning as they realise that somewhere in their life they took a wrong turning. Probably about 8 years ago.
We've reached the 21st century, and yet the only thing that makes us truly happy is the shuffle function on a CD player. Everything else leaves us dissatisfied. My friend Bonzo the Clown changed his job.
I want to be a teacher.
Number 2.
But still couldn't hack it.
If you want to go out, what do we do? Right. I am trying to teach you mathematics.
Okay.
While my neighbour, a fireman, took up male stripping, but stripping while putting out fires.
The fire's quite boring, really, because it all looks the same. People just weren't excited by fire. You know, we'd be pulling people out who'd badly burnt their lips through yawning. Now we've turned fire into high-class entertainment. But it's safe, you know, none of the ladies char.
Now there are women-only fires opening all over the north, and there are plans to open a big gay fire in Glasgow.
You get all the inside information here about show business.
This is my barber. I go to him because he's the only man I know who's entirely happy with where he's got to in life.
Why I enjoy working here so much.
So I just put up with his incessant celebrity trivia.
How different people look on the telly to what they do in real life. I mean, like, for example, Hugh Laurie, very tall man, but his head is the exact same size and shape as a potato. And, you know, I'm not talking like even a King Edward or something like that. I'm talking about a very little potato, like a new potato, Egyptian new potato, something like that. Now, something people don't realise about Emma Freud is that she got a big spider tattoo all over her head.
Yes.
You know? And she's also got an antler growing out of her head as well.
Just the one?
Yeah, just the one. She used to have 2.
Yes.
But she lost the other one in a fight with Sade in the gutter back in 1986. And
right.
Yeah, well, they was fighting over some man or something like that, the usual sort of thing.
Yes.
You know, and anyway, they locked horns, so to speak. And I think one of Emma Freud's antlers got caught in Sade's jaws because she's got them detachable jaws, a bit like a snake, you know, so she can swallow big objects whole. Like, for example, I don't know, like a little baby pony. Or even a football, something like that, you know. And that's what gives her a distinctive singing voice.
We let our work define us. When people say to us, what do you do? We say, oh, I'm a baker, or I'm a crash investigator. We don't say, oh, I get in late and eat cold spring rolls in front of repeats of Buffy the Vampire Slayer in a room full of carpets stained with dried up tears. And yourself?
But life outside work can be great. We forget this, which is probably why we spend so much time at work trying to make it more interesting.
I'm so sorry about your husband.
It's also very sad.
Yes, it was. Listen, I'm sorry to raise this now, but there is a problem with everyone's dress code.
But we've got the black ties, the suits. I don't see what the problem is.
On the second Wednesday of every month, we do like to have a rodeo theme to the cremations.
A what? Rodeo?
It was mentioned in the literature that we sent to you. We have some Stetsons, and if the gentleman wouldn't mind getting into some chaps.
Chaps?
Okay, if you could follow me, I can show you where to find these. Thank you very much.
Frank was always keen to give credit to others when it was their due. And this was the case at home and in the office. His desk was a masterpiece of tidiness. He had his paper clips in one wee pot, and here is a ruler in his front.
Yeah, I'll hold. Yeah. I always like that idea some companies had of allowing their staff to come in dressed in casual clothes on a Friday to boost morale. Always liked that idea until I went to Euro Disney on a Friday with my 2 nephews, and we were terribly disappointed. I mean, here's us being greeted by Mickey Mouse, and there we are complaining to Goofy. Hello? Yeah, it's my washing machine. It's broken. Yeah, could you send round an East End thug? Thanks. Yeah, it's just through here. It's around here. There it is. Yeah. Switch it on, then it just completely cuts out.
Are you happy to be here while I do this?
Yeah. I'm just doing a bit of tidying up. So
OK.
Off you go. All right. Thanks.
There's a gentleman here paid a lot of money for you and he's not very happy. If you don't start turning, I'm going to tear you apart so totally you'll look like a fucking Meccano set, you cheap piece of metallised crap. I'm going to Stanley your belt, that's what I'm going to do. If you don't rotate, you're going to end up in a laundrette in an old folks' home, mopping up shitty pants and sheets. Is that what you want? I'm going to tear every nut and bolt and piece of wire out of your cheap, nasty guts, and then I'm going to shove them down your powder tray like bits of old banana. And when I come round tomorrow, I'm going to bring a pair of trousers that says dry clean only, and you're going to wash them. I don't care what it says on the label. You're a washing machine, now fucking wash. I will not tell you again.
That is fantastic. Thanks a lot. Thanks very much.
All right.
I'd offer you a cup of tea, but the kettle's broken as well.
What, this kettle?
Yeah, it cuts out just before it gets to boiling point.
Do you want me to have a word?
Yes, please.
Listen, you fuck.
Yeah, I saw that Jerry Adams once. You know Jerry Adams?
Yeah, Jerry Adams.
Jerry Adams, yeah. He burst into my room in the middle of the night, shouting, "We've come for your father," which made me laugh a bit because my dad's dead, you know, so it made me chuckle a little bit. But anyway, I got a good look at him when he was in here, and in real life, he's the exact double of Moira Stewart.
Right.
Yeah, it's amazing, really. They could be twins. It's like a mirror image. You know, it's as if Moira Stewart was looking into a mirror and somebody's come along and drawn on a false beard and glasses, you know. It's unbelievable, really.
I kept looking at myself and thinking I looked dead ordinary, and I wanted to look special. I tried everything with my hair and my clothes, but nothing. So I decided to go ahead and have one of Jude Law's hands stitched to my arm. And it felt really good. People started treating me differently. I could see them in the street, you know, sort of admiring me. So when I take my niece and nephew out, they would fight and scream to see which one could get hold of Jude Law's hand. And when I went to the restaurants, the waiters would fuss all over the hand and put out finger bowls and dips and bread baskets for it, because they were thinking, she's special. She's got Jude Law's hand stitched to the stump of her arm. Oh, it was brilliant, it was boss.
Why are we all convinced famous people somehow make our lives more exciting? My neighbourhood's wetting itself because Hale and Pace have come to be filmed working in a shoe shop.
SF slip-on?
Though to experience what it's really like being ordinary, Hale and Pace are going to work in it for 17 years. And there are no plans to make it into a television programme.
Those boots we ordered for the winter, it looks like being a mild winter. We're going to get stuffed with piles of them in the spring. We can't sell. Or we close early and go and get something to eat.
I don't think that's going to solve it, mate. I'm going to have to go back and sort these bloody accountants out, mate. It's just not working at the moment.
Hopefully, Hale and Pace will come to realise that life is mostly miserable, unless you seize the moment.
What's the matter, Alistair? What's wrong?
Right. Alistair, come back! Alistair, where are you going? Alistair, come back! Alistair! Alistair!
Nothing at all. Half a love never appealed to me. If your heart, it never could yield to me, then I'd rather have nothing at all. I said all or nothing at all. If it's love, there ain't no in between. Why begin then cry for something that might have been? No, I'd rather have nothing at all. cheek. Don't you smile, or I'll be lost beyond recall. The kiss in your eyes, the touch of your hand makes me weak, and my heart may grow very dizzy and fall. And if I fell under the spell of your call, I would be caught down in the undertow. So you see, I just got to say no, 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 or nothing at all. And if I fell under the spell of your call,
That's nothing to do with me.
Okay, I would be. I'd be caught in the undertow. So you see, I've just got to say no, no.
Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. I missed you. Oh, yes. Where have you been?
How do I think people think about me? People probably hate me. I run Bedford's Water. Work in this fantastically plush head office. Morning. Get paid £340,000 a year. I suppose that makes me a big fat cat utility scumboy. Quite honestly, I think I deserve every penny I get. Hello, Bedford Water. I'm the one who has to get the water to every tap in Bedford, safely and on time. Right. And that is a terrifying responsibility. Slight discoloration in the water. Whereabouts? Because I'm the only one who works here. No problem. Bye. Everything that happens, it's me that has to sort it out. You know, if the water's discoloured, or if the water's too soft, if it's gone missing, it's me. Just me. This morning I checked the Cherry Street filters for salt deposits. I have to do something like that maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I've developed tremendous lungs, but that's no compensation. I deserve my money. Sod the lot of you. Sod Bedford.
Hello, Hugh. I was thinking how the fast pace of change can sometimes make us feel a little bit left behind. Do you ever find that, being old?
So, Hugh, what's your earliest vivid memory?
There used to be air raids, and we'd all hide in the air raid shelter. And we watched the television. And we always watched Don't Forget Your Toothbrush with Chris Evans. Do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Bali? Where do you don't want to go? Burnley. He was very good. He disappeared up his own arse.
I'm sure Chris Evans would agree that it's the over-proliferation of hype in modern society that's made us lose the true sense of the value of things. Ah, here we are. I mean, look at this. For example, last week I had a shower unit installed in my bathroom, and this is what it said in the packaging. It says that the shower comes in 3 exciting spray patterns. Now, what's exciting about a spray pattern? It's just water dropping. If the water arced out in the shape of Jehovah's face, that would be exciting.
Actually, after I installed my new shower, I switched it on, and for once the marketing hype was true. I thought 2 of the shower patterns were tedious, not much more exciting than sporadic dripping.
But with the third one, the water does actually arc out in the shape of Jehovah's face. So in the end, the £19.50 I paid on top of the standard model was worth it, even though it does mean I will always have pilgrims in my shower. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? All right, I'm just going to have a shower. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. You seen Jehovah?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's so easy to be seduced by religion or fame. They help us forget the horrid hell of trying to survive each day.
Comes out in the first place, you arsehole! Just get clerks off my back, will you? Just get them off my back!
Now, for me, the only time I ever came close to having a genuinely profound religious experience was when I was standing right outside my local supermarket.
It was next to the trolleys that my life changed profoundly. There was an enormous flight simulator run by a mysterious man. The mysterious man said it was the most sickening ride in Britain. It was a very good simulation of a standard commercial flight taking off. But then 3 minutes in, an amazing thing happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to tell you we've lost control of this aircraft. Our engines have caught fire and we're now falling through the air at a speed of 500 miles per hour. There's very little chance that any of us will survive the impact. I'm sorry.
By now, we all experienced what it was like to sit in a rapidly depressurised, burning lump of molten metal hurtling to the ground. We used these last remaining minutes to evaluate our lives and think of the things we always wanted to do. This man decided to start up his own garden design business, using nearby serviettes to sketch a business plan. This woman had always wanted to lose half a stone and started eating lots of salad. Suddenly, I was hit by a startling revelation that up to half of my life had been completely pointless. I thought of the 14 months I wasted going down Anderson Street before I discovered the shortcut down Withney Grove. Or the weekend I tried taking up kiting on an inappropriately elevated common. I totted up all those moments I spent pointing at hot air balloons on summer days, standing in front of the video while it rewound, or looking at my own suntan. I considered the time I spent looking for restaurants open after 9 p.m. in small towns. I added in that day I got lost and ended up walking a 9-mile tetrahedron around Dumfries. I thought about the time spent looking at rabbits in a large municipal zoo, or those moments when I stop everything because I think I'm going to sneeze, but then don't sneeze. Adding it all up, I concluded that 44% of my life had been an utter waste of time. The ride stopped 10 seconds before impact. We were all changed utterly. This man spent all his money on a yacht, which he then gave to the poor. This boy was traumatised forever. I decided to pack more into my life by doing everything quicker, since I now knew that with life you seldom get second chances.
Thank you. It was very kind of the British Medical Council to invite me here. You know most of my story already through knowing all about my son Danny. Danny was a boxer, but boxing has its price. Any mother knows that. And on the 17th of May, 1999, Danny was smashed in the eyes by another fighter. Danny was unconscious for a very long time. Eventually, he woke up, but into a body that was a total letdown. Danny could not walk or digest or bend, and everything he said came out sounding fight fat. It would have been easy to walk away and write my son off as a total carrot, but thanks to you, Danny has regained his dignity. Specialists have come up with transistors and microcircuitry to control his legs and lips. An armoury of valves and funnels can make him laugh and jump. And so, as a thanks to you who've made this possible, my son has decided that it will be here, in the headquarters of the British Medical Council, that he will now fight his comeback bout against Kenny O'Reilly. So enjoy it, because this one's on you!
From the blue corner, Kenny O'Reilly. From the red corner, Kenny
next time, we're gonna tear your face off!
Perhaps the mysterious man who ran the flight simulator discovered what lies at the heart of life. Normally, he turned his horrible ride off 10 seconds before impact, but one day he let it run the full duration. We'll never know what he found because he immediately disappeared. 3 weeks later, wreckage from his flight simulator was found strewn over a 10-mile radius in the woods, and his body was stuck up a tree with a note in his hand saying this wasn't meant to happen. It is heaven. Here the dead are at rest, and there are unalloyed joys in abundance. But morale was low in heaven, so the dead decided to have a meeting and took their grievance to God. They told God that their happiness in heaven was so fantastic, they actually felt quite guilty, and this guilt was spoiling their happiness. And God said, "Well, there you go." To which one of the dead exclaimed, "That's brilliant. God's really annoying." And then the rest of them said, "Oh, I see what you mean. Because God's response was pathetic, life here's no longer perfect, so now we needn't feel guilty. Hosanna, we're happy again. Let's thank God with a dance."
Do you know what the net profit is on kids' stuff? It's a quarter what it is on adult shoes.
It's not necessarily true. If you get those lightweight trainers like we've got, it's 27%.
Yeah, but how many kids buy lightweight trainers in the winter?
That could take forever, Sergeant. The murderer's probably on the other side of the county by now.
Wrong. I think the killer's in this room.
Oh, come off it. You confused sod.
I've examined this whole conference centre, and there's no way an intruder could gain entry from the outside. So, it has to be someone on the inside. Someone Dr. King would regard as harmless.
Quick, the standard lamp's legging it! Oh, you, get back here! Michael! Quick, it's getting away! Oi, come here!
Try and cut it off!
Run, Michael!
Damn! Standard lamps know how to drive cars.
Right, you out of the car, you'll come with us. Come on! Get out of the car, don't mess me about!
Michael, no, no, no. Oh, Michael. Oh.
Come here. Why would a standard lamp want to commit homicide? That's just stupid. Okay, break him up for firewood.
You know, our imagination is a fantastic thing. Because using your imagination, you can come up with any image you like in your head. You can imagine a great big fat cheese aerial, a pasta scarf, a spoon as head of Channel 4, a monk in the shape of an apple. You can imagine all the world's sausage dogs getting together to recreate a very, very low Great Wall of China. Or you can imagine the cast of cats being shot at dawn. Just imagine.
It's because we can do all this and animals can't that makes us better than animals. That's why I come down to the zoo at least once a day to laugh at the animals.
Tosser.
And taunt them with things that show how inadequate they are compared to us.
Look at that. It's a pen that writes in 10 different colours. You can't even write. I mastered this when I was 3.
Just look at these birds, obviously struggling with some quite straightforward books by Germaine Greer, and clearly not knowing what to do with a clarinet.
You know, it's our imagination that distinguishes us from the animals because it allows us to come up with amazingly complex things like Dundee or Shirley Bassey. The most complex thing an animal can do is chomp or get run over. Isn't that right? That's why if you put Shirley Bassey in front of some of us and in front of some animals, we would applaud her and give her singing contracts, whereas animals would just use her as somewhere to piss.
Hello, television.
Right, we need to beef up the schedules. How did Who Wants to Be a Millionaire do last night?
17 million.
What about the making of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
21 million.
What about if we cancelled Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and put out an entire season of the making of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah?
Very good,
yes.
yes.
Oh, hang on though. The making of all of it, or the making of the best bits.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. No, I like that.
Well, what are the best bits?
Well, it's that bit where Chris Tarrant snatches the cheque back and says, but we don't want to give you that, which is funny.
Yes!
That's funny. What if we cancel Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and put out an entire series
No, I know what you're going to... No, I know. Say it, just say it, because I know what you're going to say.
The making of the bit where Chris Tarrant goes, but we don't want to give you that?
Yes! You are so good at television.
We're all good at television.
We are all good at television.
We're good at television.
We're so good at television. We're so good at television.
You're so good. We are so good at television.
And now on BBC One, live urine sampling from Innsbruck.
I don't know, maybe we're letting our standards fall without us noticing. I say that because last month I made a gardening programme, which is fine. I mean, we all do that. But I can remember at the time thinking, no, let's try not to make this too dry. Let's broaden the appeal. Now I just think, what on earth was I doing? Hi, I'm in the Channel 4 garden for some swearing on the lawn. It's a weekly item in which we're going to show you how to plant and grow floral arrangements in the shape of swear words. And to show us how to do that, we've got a profane gardener, Peter, here. Hello. And Peter, what's the first profanity you've got for us?
Balls.
Balls, excellent. Let's have a look at those.
We put this on a stand.
All right, hanging.
White Nicotiana and some petunias.
I can remember at the time, we all thought, yeah, that's all right. What have we got here?
Shit on a glass.
Shit on a glass. So this is quite a big one.
Yes, I plant these last week of April.
What have you got here?
Piss flaps.
Piss flaps. And what have you done with it?
I've actually used the French marigold there.
Okay, and this in the first S of piss. What have you used there?
Oh, that's an interesting little plant. It's a campanula.
Yeah.
With the sepal and petal being both coloured.
That's all for this week. We'll leave you with this week's specially filmed Swearing in Cress. Hello, Hugh.
Hello.
Hiya. I was just worrying whether I'm becoming one of those dullards who cack on all the time about things being better in the old days. Have you got anything to add, being an old man?
No.
So, Hugh, how did you all amuse yourself in those days?
Well, we didn't have hundreds of television channels in those days. We just had to make our own entertainment from the basic Sky package. No one ever watched Sky News, because those were the days when we still had rumbelows.
Was there much entertainment?
Well, the music was different then. Mike Oldfield had just brought out Tubular Bells 4. He said he did it to get away from the whole Tubular Bells 3 thing that had been hanging over him like an albatross.
Last night I went to the opera, mainly to reassure myself that we can still come up with something more sophisticated than Mike Oldfield or a tit of cress. I was at the Royal Opera's new production of Ibiza Uncovered.
I'm going to shag the rep. I'm going to have him on the beach by Thursday.
I think there are more Australians here this year. God, I haven't slept for 3 days, but I don't care.
The club's now charging £30 admission.
Do they still have the sex show at Manumission?
No, but Paul Oakenfold's on the decks.
Oakie's on the decks. Oakie, 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 Oakie.
As the baritones lit their farts, I wondered what was wrong with our imagination. Had we reached the stage where we accepted almost anything as art?
And now, while the bride and groom sign the register, there'll be a short demonstration of skateboarding skills.
Oh, that is lovely. Look at that.
That is really good.
Oh, yeah, go on. Oh, nearly. Nearly. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. There you go, mate.
Oh, lovely.
Quality.
And so, as we can see, it actually does look like a naked man bending over doing the washing up.
By now, I was scared. So to convince myself I could do better, I spent the night writing 2 poems, which I tried out at a local art centre.
As she grimly walked away, "I'm leaving you," she said, and I had nothing new to say, like the second album by Portishead. Girlfriend in a coma with a face like Hannah Mandlikova whenever she served to stay in the match, oh yeah.
The poems were shit.
One for Simon Shammer's talk on the Incredible Hulk's underpants, please.
£5, please.
At the art centre, I can see everything from an exhibition of squid laid out in the shape of Jerry Halliwell to a puppet show about the Moroccan post office. Here I can celebrate the fact that everything is art. This chair is art, since it's an example of design. Design is stuff with curves in, like this designer stretcher.
Well, it's interesting though, isn't it, that anyone who calls themselves an artist is allowed to be very precious. You know, it's not as if we let butchers storm out of their shops because the lighting isn't right, so they can go off whoring with other butchers and then come back at 2 in the morning, drunk but inspired, and start to chop brilliantly.
Pentagon, Incident Control.
This is Derek Atterley, the British playwright.
Commander, I have a British playwright on the line.
Put him on speaker. This is U.S. Military Command. What do you want?
I've written a play. It says some pretty intense things.
Intense?
It's going to really shake people up when they see it. Question everything.
What do you mean by everything?
Everything. From the top to the bottom. Everything.
I see.
I'm going to put it on upstairs at the Hen and Chickens pub, Islington, North London.
Got it.
Unless you give me $3 million.
Hold on. He's bluffing. He's got to be. Yeah, but he said it was going to question everything.
Look, you can't give in to these people. Once you start that...
We can't take the risk. All right. We're going to fly into the Hen and Chickens. You'll get your money. What time does the play start?
7:30.
That's a little tight for us. Can you make it later?
No. We're sharing the space with a production of School for Scandal. Starts at 11, so we have to be out by 9. It's quite a tight turnaround, so we can't go up any later.
All right. We'll be there.
Bring the lights up a bit quicker. Because it's just dull in that moment. I want you snap straight up, because when Mary says,
So, this is the Hen and Chickens.
yeah, it's a good space.
Have you cancelled tonight's show?
No, contractual reasons. You know, they could sue me. We've sold a lot of tickets, but don't worry, I've changed the script. It'll be cool.
What's your play about?
It's about a family coming to terms with their butler's autism.
And this autism, that's some kind of metaphor?
I don't know.
Will it be a metaphor tonight?
No.
Glad to hear it.
Alec, your butler's autistic.
What's that to do with you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Listen to you. You're like a small talking mirror or a speaking magnet.
This play is really terrible.
I know.
I mean, really bad.
Yeah. I think we're safe.
What are you going to do with all that milk? I'm making some butter to see if it will melt in your mouth.
And later, I'll be showing you how to plant jizz flakes.
I've reached a dead end. I mean, I've been searching for happiness and love and the perfect man, and it's just hit me. I'm not going to find it. I'm never going to find someone who understands me, you know, who understands what's going on in my head.
Which is why you feel suicidal.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to leave a note. That's decided.
I see.
I want to leave something that's going to make them sit up and listen, you know? Something that's more than just...
So much noise.
Yeah, noise.
Too much noise in this world, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Well, shall I show you what we've got?
Yeah.
Come on. This is the engine room. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, I hope you don't mind, but I've taken the draft of your suicide note and fed it into the system so I can show you what we can do with it.
Lovely.
Right, this is Steve. This is Louisa.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Steve, nice to meet you.
I've passed your note round the office and
right.
I've got everyone to chip in. Let me just show you what the team's come up with so far. So, just to start, this part about mother and no excuses, I thought we could justify this to the right. Like that.
Oh.
And you see, that sort of emphasises how marginalised you've come to feel, I think.
Oh, right, that's good.
OK, so, along the way, I lost myself. There it goes.
Whoa.
OK, this part about the cheapest burial with no friends from school, I thought what we could do is adjust the kerning on that.
What's kerning?
It's the space between the letters, so here we go.
Oh, it's quite
Nice and
tight,
tight,
isn't it?
yeah.
Knotting up inside your head, sort of confusing the
That's
tension.
bang on. That's really good.
Yeah, it's
It does feel like that.
And this part about Steve not being worth that amount of pain. Whoa!
Oh, you'll hate that so much. That's brilliant. I love it.
Excellent. Just leaves the final bit. This part, we thought, if you wanted to email it to your friends and
which I could do,
family,
yeah.
we thought we could introduce animation.
Oh my God, I so love it. You are going to blow them away with that.
OK, well, we'll press on with this, and we should have that ready for you next week, if you're planning to do it then.
Well, actually, wasn't planning to do it quite so soon, really.
No, but best to have some sort of idea about the time, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. It's your funeral, but I personally would stay away from Christmas and Valentine's Day. You'll just get drowned out.
Right, good idea. I'll wait till after that, then.
But if you do get suddenly anxious, here's my card. It's got my direct line on there, and we can just speed things up for you.
Oh, thank you. That's really kind,
No problem
Steve.
at all.
Thanks, Louisa.
Thank you.
And don't forget to tell all your mates.
Oh, I will tell everybody.
OK, I shall see you in the new year.
You will do. Bye-bye.
Back at the zoo, I was finding it more difficult to taunt the animals with things that made them look inadequate. In the past, I'd start with stained glass and just take it from there. But once I'd reached the Charleston, I began to run out of anything quite good. This was because the only stuff I can actually buy now is balls and clubs from the hundreds of massive golf sales that are opening up around me.
The golf sales have really taken off around here, which is tremendous if you're a golf enthusiast, but it does mean that for about a 25-mile radius, there is actually nowhere to buy food.
This deputy headmaster hasn't eaten for 8 days. Within an hour, he will be dead. Meanwhile, the board of management at Hewlett-Packard are forced to scavenge paperweights for water.
So, looking at the declining our number of management consultancy contracts, I've done a projection. This shows that as a management consultancy company, we'll be out of business in about 10 days' time.
So that really doesn't give us that much time to turn our management consultancy around.
I can't believe in 3 years we've gone from being the biggest management consultancy in the country to being the smallest management consultancy in the country.
Come on, let's do what we're good at as management consultants. Let's look through the problem. What do other companies do when their backs are to the wall?
They bring in management consultants.
Let's do it.
Who do we get?
Let's get the management consultancy that replaced us as the biggest management consultancy in the country.
Norbrands.
The Norbrands management consultancy rule is simple. Give it to your clients straight.
OK, what's our problem?
You're spending too much on management consultants, you scuzzer.
How much are we paying you as management consultants?
£300,000.
We can't afford that.
Get rid of some management consultants then, freaky cheeks.
Well, who's going to do the work of the management consultants we lay off?
Elephants.
Elephants?
Yes, Captain Spaz from the land of Spaz. 3 great big Indian elephants. People don't realise what elephants can be trained to do.
Over here, the 3 great big Indian elephants can be used to do menial tasks, such as delivering internal mail and moving photocopies around.
Yes, and 3 great big Indian elephants require only 70 kilos of leaves and vegetables a day and £40 a day for their riders.
You'll save so much on 100 people's salaries and canteen facilities. By this time next year, you'll have money pouring out of your ears and arse.
It's a bit radical.
You wanted our advice, twat breath. Are you going to take it, or are you going to spend the rest of your days alone laughing at your balls in the bath?
see, we're well on the way to becoming the largest management consultancy in Europe once we've begun work on the complete rewiring of British Airways. You see...
Should we order in some coffee?
Yes. Can you move the model, please? Can we have coffee and biscuits for 8 management consultants? Hi, Ralwal. Coffee jao. Jaldi, jaldi. Right. A lot of people have noticed how good we are as management consultants, so we expect quite an increase in profits. £50,000 to be spent on reinforcing the floors and £750 to widen the lift shafts. Pete?
Yeah, the lift shaft, I had a word with the boys. They've got it down to 600,000.
Yeah, ignore him. Everyone happy with that?
Yeah, can I just check on teas and coffees?
Tea, please.
Coffee with creamer.
OK, 2 coffees and a tea.
Ignore the elephant. What?
I've got some memos for you that I want you to have a look at.
Well, you'll get it in a minute. The elephant's only got 1 trunk.
No, eating the plant.
He's eating the plant. Oh, look, for God's sake! You're the most pathetic bunch of knees I've ever come across.
It's crushing British Airways.
I've had enough.
She's very big.
Have you got any cream? Ignore the elephant. It's just an elephant. It looks like you've never seen a bloody elephant before in a boardroom.
Ours is a sophisticated society, always on the move. The people who make things have closed their shops and gone to seek their fortune in call centres.
Hello, call centre.
Where children can ring for advice on how to play.
I've put my robot in a small tree, and what should I do now, please?
How about the robot headquarters have sent out a helicopter, and then you can make the helicopter go woo?
OK, bye.
Though there's no shops, we're making more films than ever before. And such is Hollywood's demand for new story ideas, it's now quite common to see kids in the street earning quick money by ringing Hollywood up and selling the movie rights to incidents in their lives.
Hello, MGM Stories.
Hello, MGM?
Yeah.
A strange guy just walked past.
Yeah, $10.
I was in my house and I found a hockey stick in my cupboard.
Hockey stick, huh? $4.
Oh, is that all? Okay, somebody pissed in our lift today.
Sorry, we've had 5 people ring up with that already today.
Shit! Was that my mum? Did you buy it from my mum?
I heard some scuttling in my loft the other day.
Oh no.
Yeah. And anyway, I called the man round from the pest control.
Yes.
And he said, "I'm sorry to tell you this," he said, "but I'm afraid you got wombles."
Right.
Wombles, yeah. I said, "Well, how can you tell I got wombles?" And he said, "Well, have you noticed that your house is a little bit tidier, a bit more neater than usual?"
Right.
You know, and he was right. You know, he laid down some traps, some poison, and in the middle of the night I heard this kind of crunching sound, and I went downstairs and I found Madame Chalet in a trap, juddering, and it's a terrible sight really. I felt a little bit sorry for her, to be perfectly honest with you. And he managed to trace the wombles to their source.
Yes.
Which was actually behind the wall, yeah? And there in the cavity between the 2 walls was Bernard Cribbins, doing all the voices. So we killed him, you know, because otherwise he breeds and you end up with 64 Bernard Cribbinses. You know, it's nothing personal against Bernard Cribbins, but his place is out there in the wild, you know, not in my house using up all the crockery. Oh no, the bloody power's gone.
Was it power cut?
No, all the power's used up, because they turned all the power stations into art galleries.
Is that good or bad?
Well, it depends. I mean, on the plus side, you know, people get to see art, which is good for the soul and all that, isn't it? On the minus side, you can't see the paintings because there's no electricity.
By 10 o'clock this morning, there was no electricity or food left in Britain, so I went to a golf sale. I thought I could buy 2 putters to rub together to make fire. What I didn't think was that the golf sale would be run by badgers. Up and down the country, badgers have been gathering stuff lost on golf courses and learning how to sell it off. We took our eye off evolving, and the animals decided to catch us up. And it dawned on me that all the time I've been taunting them at the zoo, tossers, they've been listening and actually finding it quite useful.
Hello, you're through to call centre action, ma'am.
I don't go out now. I've eaten all my CDs. Yesterday I ate all of Lenny Kravitz. I've eaten my books, apart from one, which is the novelisation of Ghostbusters. I'm going to hold on to that one.
I'm sorry if everything I've said and done this week appears to you to be a pack of lies. All I can say is, what's wrong with lying? As kids, we're force-fed lies about Father Christmas and elves. And I was told lies about how if I went to my local parish priest's house, I could see his magic train. And then when we get older, we go sleepwalking into dementia and think a wall is our sister. So all I've been trying to do is try and make that middle bit of our lives that little bit more consistent with either end. That's all.
Hey, look at the line, look at the line. It's jumping all over the pigs and the pigs are screaming and now they've taken off all their trousers. They're a bit rude, aren't they? Hey, look at the witch in the line. The witch is jumping on the line and the line's rocketing everywhere. Let's go over to the big frog. Guess what we're going to have for tea? What? Wolf burgers.
Don't tell anyone about this.
Right.
Do you promise?
Yeah.
Now go back. I'll get the lamb to eat you.
I'll sweep the leaves, then you can give them to the line.
Wazza! Wazza! Why aren't you joining in?
You're not still doing that, are you?
Wazza! I first came here in '92. What about you?
I came in '94.
'92.
'94.
This place peaked around 1997, 98. 1997, 98. 97, 98. 97, 98. 78, 78, 98.
Wazza! Wazza! I can run faster than you when wearing flip-flops.
Take your top off and show everyone your tits. Tits, 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 tits.
Hurry up, Sonic's about to leave.
Okay.
To apologise to customers for the delay. This service, which is due to the track, going up some steps.
I'm constantly aware of the passing of time. From the moment I get up, I can feel the day start to slip away. I want to pack more into it, like these go-ahead fatally ill people who've gone on a time management course for the dying.
Itemise the things you want to get done in those last 3 weeks. Those of you with 2 weeks left may wish to make priority lists using the little notebooks I gave you this morning.
We all have to cope with time passing. This Cockney Pearly King thinks he can cope, but he can't. His name's Danny Chivers, and he's about to find out he's been sacked because all his work can now be done by a computer. Danny went home that night and screamed into a big tub of his buttons. This children's puppeteer's learnt to change with the times. His name's Keith Midgley.
I'm gonna put out your fire.
And one day, when his act was dying on its fluffy arse, he discovered he could earn a fortune doing this.
I need to cool down.
perform scientific experiments on animals for a living? If not, please disregard this letter bomb. Why do I waste my time every morning reading all my junk mail? Learn to speak Tarzan. Have you ever wanted to speak like the Lord of the Jungle? Now is heap big chance. I do it every morning, even though I know it makes me late. Dear householder, are you a recently housed asylum seeker just moved into the neighbourhood? If so, please accept this turd through your letterbox. If not, then our apologies for the turd. Right, this is all going in the bin. I now have lost a lot of the day. I've concluded that the only good thing about seeing time passing is that we can watch Margaret Thatcher get closer to death. Well, this is going to take forever.
There just isn't enough time to get everything done. So every night, Rupert Murdoch gets in and says, "Shite! Didn't ring China!" Or Radiohead delay the recording of a new album because they want to finish reading Harry Potter.
There isn't time to stop and marvel at all the hundreds of things happening right now. No, some medical notes are being mixed up. A showroom sells a Vectra. A dog bitch gives birth in Stenhouse Muir. 6 farmers whinge. Groomed men go out on the shag. Derby County seek a new manager. A super teacher feels sick. Holland make a break for it. Denise Van Outen steps on a landmine. Half of a manufactured teen band take cocaine. A spy leaves his laptop in the pub. Rod Stewart sees a bus and wonders if he'll ever catch one again in his lifetime. Diane Abbott trips on a pen. A monkey dies at Longleat. Michael Schumacher is disappointed by this morning's post. A man ignores his feng shui advice and buys a Dennis the Menace duvet cover. Someone has got the thunderball. Sir Alan Sugar opens his mouth to speak. Bew Tony come up with a new shape of pasta. Meatloaf flies into Gatwick.
It's a week ago that my wife got the news from her doctor that she's only got 34 years to live. So we've obviously had to think things through. I've packed the job in to look after her, and we're going to just spend the time we've got left doing the things we want to do. So we're going off to live in Disneyland.
Hello.
Hello, I'm from the Sunday Observer. I gather you bought today's copy.
Yes, I take the Observer.
I'm not interested what you fucking take, love. I just want to know whether you've read it.
Yes, I read it this morning.
Well, let's have a look then, shall we? Hey?
What are you doing?
What's all that? Oh, look! It's the business section, looking distinctly unread.
Oh, I don't read the business section.
Well, perhaps you fucking should.
What's going on?
You haven't read any of them, have you?
I mean, I've read most of them.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's have a little exam then, shall we? Sit down. Tell me, what did it say in today's paper is the best region of Italy? Tuscany.
Oh.
Why?
I don't know.
Because of the fucking food.
Okay.
What does Susanna Clapp say about Simon Russell Beale's Hamlet?
Well, I don't know, but I have actually seen that production.
I don't fucking care if you've seen the arse-wiping play. I want to know what Susanna Clapp has written about it.
I don't know.
She says Beale makes every line sing and every line his own. What does she say?
He makes every line sing and every line his own.
Good, good. Have you read what Germaine Greer has got to say about the art of delegation?
No.
Well, you fucking should, you soppy tart. Sunday is a day for getting your arms ripped out if you don't read every section of that Sunday Observer. Because if you don't, babe, I'm going to be watching you, and I don't care where you go, you can fuck off to Tibet. And I shall have men, nutters, from Parkhurst, dressed in Yeti suits, up Everest, with meat cleavers, ready to chop your tarty fucking legs off. You know what I'm saying to you? Right. There's the business section. There's a very interesting article about the NASDAQ. Read it.
Hello, Hugh. I'm just trying to avoid being ravaged by time's withered claw. Is it the same for you, being old?
Yeah. So, Hugh, I suppose life was very different in the old days.
It was very different. We never had sushi. We had to improvise. So we'd go to the fish shop and say, don't bother frying it. Or my mother would make some sushi out of corned beef.
And I suppose it was very exciting in the old days when some new things came along.
Well, I certainly remember the first set of Star Wars films, long before Phantom Menace. And when Return of the Jedi came out, there were street parties. George V came out to see it, and we were all given a silver sixpence with a picture of Queen Victoria on one side and a picture of Jabba the Hutt on the other.
Hugh smells of memories. He's stopped time by spouting his past.
Oh, they were great days. We all had Gillette Contour then, but not Contour Plus. But we all knew it was just round the corner.
Over here there used to be a home base. That's gone. Now they've just ruined it.
I've learnt from Hugh to discover the past everywhere.
Of course we had blackouts in those days, so we used to get to school wearing infrared goggles.
God, it's still here. As a kid, I used to come down here every weekend to be bullied. I love it when people try and keep the past alive. This happened recently when the Emperor of Japan came on a state visit to Britain, and the mall was lined up with British ex-servicemen who'd all been Japanese prisoners of war. And they were demanding an apology from the Emperor for their mistreatment. And what they were doing was they were protesting by turning their back on him as he went past. So I suppose it was the world's first Mexican back. And the Emperor said, all right, we will apologise if you apologise for what the West did to Nagasaki. And the British said, well, we did. The very next day we called round on Nagasaki to apologise, but there was no one in, apart from one guy who tried to protest by turning his back on us, but it fell off.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the city of Sheffield, I would like to welcome you all to this splendid knife attack reunion. This year, I believe, we have not only the group travelling home from the theatre who were attacked, but also, for the first time, all 4 of the gang who set upon them. And a special welcome to Alistair and Bobby, who've flown over from Australia, and who some of you may remember took part in the prison gang rape of one of the convicted attackers in the shower in 1983, was it?
No, 1984 it was.
1984, I stand corrected. Don't forget, as ever, the children's creche is in the forecourt. And children, remember, the bouncy castle is made of rubber, so no knives.
Darling, this is Sir Harry Watkins, one of the gentlemen who attacked me 20 years ago.
Hello, I've heard so much about you.
No, I didn't attack you.
You didn't attack me?
No, I stabbed your wife. Don't you remember?
Oh.
Good heaven.
Yeah, I had you down on the ground, and then she came over. Pulled me off, and then I turned around and I said to her, "You bitch!" You remember?
I'm going to cut your face.
I'm going to cut your face. That was me. And it was Tommy.
Hang on a minute.
It was
Australia.
Yeah.
Yes. And you were whose rapist?
We're Tommy Bannister, me
Tommy.
and Al, yeah.
Oh, Tommy.
But
yes.
in prison, that was, yeah.
I see, yes. So
Yeah.
not anymore.
No, obviously not now, no.
This gentleman has stabbed me. Now, this gentleman stabbed you.
Harry, it was me slashed your face, you know, when you come over to try and rescue him.
Did you then do a history of art degree? How did
No, it wasn't me. That was Tommy. It was Tommy. He did the Open University.
Now, you're the one who stabbed me in the chest, is that
That's
it?
right. No, he stabbed you in the chest, yeah.
Prostitutes made so many mistakes during the whole thing.
Absolutely.
No, calm down. It's only plastic. It's plastic.
Sorry, I can't take her anyway.
She still gets really
Look. There you are. It's all right, see?
Hello, Tommy.
False about it again. Made you jump there, didn't you?
What was this? What happened in the shower?
We're all in Pentonville together, right? We caught him in the shower.
And what happened? I don't...
Well, he bent over and, you know, we...
I
just don't like him standing close to me anymore.
That hand used to be my soap hand. Oh, you did really well there, mate, I'll tell you.
Sausage.
Alec is 42 this morning and therefore has nothing further to contribute to society. So today's the day Alec goes into a home for middle-aged men.
Hello.
Hello. A middle-aged man just pissed himself.
Hello, hello. And you are?
Alec Thompson.
Yes, welcome, Alec. Nice to have you with us. Now, I think we're still... yes, we are. We're still preparing a chair for you over there. That'll probably be a few hours yet.
Okay.
If you'd like to just come this way, because we had a slight accident earlier. Perhaps you'd like a small beer?
Yes, that'd be lovely.
Yes, and there's videos, newspapers, anything you like.
Okay.
Now, a nun will come by and give you a shave in a few minutes.
Ah.
And in the meantime, would you do something for me? Would you just pop in there and examine yourself down your trousers, would you?
What do you mean, examine myself down my trousers?
Just have a look down the front of your trousers for
Well,
me.
for what?
Just for anything out of the ordinary. It's something
Well,
we
like
do
what?
every day here. Lumps, distension, anything like that.
Okay, right, yes.
It's just something I'd like you to get into the habit of doing while you're with us.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? Good. From now on, more and more of what you do in your life will be a waste of time. All right? You have reared and now you are spent. You sit in a sports car, but you look like a worm on a diamond. All right? Now, what you have to adjust to is a world in which people no longer fancy you. As you go through this change, you will divest yourself of the clothing and care products that previously you found beneficial. That was when you were young, when your imagination was supple and could leap like a bird or a gibbon. The past is a distant yacht. What you haven't done now, you'll never get done. All right? Possibility is a private party to which you are no longer invited. There is not now a single man in this room who will ever be an astronaut. I've organised a little surprise for tonight. A concert from the ABBA tribute band.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, I've pissed myself.
Oh, never mind, never mind.
We're always trying to freeze time, sort of stop it in its tracks. I suppose that's why we have so many revivals. For example, at the moment we're going through an 80s revival. So people go clubbing dressed as the old Channel 4 logo. And every Wednesday it's Catch-a-Goo-Goo night at Westminster Abbey. But time moves on. And in 5,000 years' time, who knows what will be remembered from the last century? It may well be Stalin and Islamic fundamentalism, but there's every chance it'll just be the stock cube.
I have found that in Europe, most of the people... Come in.
Hiya.
Hey, when did you get here?
About an hour ago. Did you come by the Eurostar?
Yeah, you must have got the one just before me.
Right.
Yeah. Listen, I've just seen Gary. He and the acquisitions lot came down earlier to set up.
Good. So this is your room?
Yeah, Stuart recommended it. It's all in euros, but apart from that, it's all right, isn't it?
It's very nice.
Yeah.
You do know this place used to be a concentration camp?
Yeah, of course they did. I think it's quite nice. Have you had a look around? The bathroom's great.
No. Do the others know about this place?
Well, if they're over at the bar, they'll have a pretty good idea. Listen, why don't we meet over at the bar before dinner? Have a few jars, eh?
I don't know. I feel I need a bit of fresh air before, just...
Well, listen, there's some lovely woodland walks around here. There really are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll see you at dinner then, yeah?
Yes.
So, Hugh, what's your earliest vivid memory?
Me and my brothers, we all got in a caravan one day, and King George was driving. We went to Wembley Stadium. Wembley was new then, just been finished for the Olympics. And who did we see there? Yeah, Rob Newman and David Baddiel.
Legs and the biggest muscle in the body.
The only place where time seems to come to a standstill is at my barber's.
Did I tell you I got stabbed the other day?
Really?
Yeah, funnily enough, I found it quite a relaxing experience.
He's interminable.
What happened was, like, a friend of mine, he surprised me. He done it for a surprise. Obviously, I lost a lot of blood and all of this, but I couldn't find it nowhere. Eventually, I found most of it in a potty, because my friend is a very considerate man, actually. Have you ever been stabbed yourself?
No,
No. Would you like to be stabbed?
No, that's fine.
I know what I want for my next birthday, I'll tell you that. You know, the top people are all having their piercings and nipples pierced and even the genitalia and all that. And really, what's the difference between that and a stabbing?
One day I noticed a boy waiting next to me who looked like me when I was his age. And I suddenly remembered when I was a boy at the barber's, surrounded by big, hairy men. And I remember looking and thinking that as you got older, you became mostly hair. Above all, the big men had mad living eyebrows of frozen fire. And these monsters would occasionally haunt me in my dreams. And I remember thinking, thank Christ, I don't have big hairy eyebrows that need cutting. On life's roller coaster, I was still at the start. I'd already ridden through the first exciting new thrills, past the first time I was stung by a wasp, past my first Genesis CD, on and on, past the first time I had to mend a door, and the first time I'm mugged. I go past the age at which I could be conscripted during a war. And then I start to see the end in sight, and I'm getting ready to be cranked up for the big drop into oblivion. And doing the cranking are the big hairy men. And then this happened.
I've been on this new diet lately, and I lost loads and loads of weight. Right. You know, for example, the other day I farted 2 stone.
Right.
Hang about these eyebrows could do what I
Oh, no! Suddenly I'd run out of future. My eyebrows were uncontrollable. I was no longer young. Never again would people call me a whippersnapper, a likely lad, a young offender. Down and down I went, past my first hemorrhoid. Past the point where I could no longer read smash hits without it looking like it was written in another language. I now knew I wouldn't live long enough to see household robots. I was slipping down a box in application forms. I was going on past the age where I would be called up if a war was going extremely badly. I was now old enough to be one of those men who presents medals at the Olympic Games.
But I can't be an adult. I'm only 37.
I wanted to tell people to get off the roller coaster, especially children. Why did children want to grow old quicker and smoke and stay up late and be sarcastic?
I've decided that if kids want to be more and more like adults, then I've got to stop them in an entertaining and amusing way.
Say hello to Armando, the great adult.
Ooh-la, what's that? It's a key for bleeding a radiator. It opens the airlock. It is something you will have to know because it's something each and every one of you is going to have to do at some point in your life or get someone in for you. Ha-la-la! What about this? We all know what this is. Fire. Now, they all say there's no smoke without fire, but neither is there any fire without one of these. A damages claim form. Zuzaza. With a damages claim form, be prepared for insurance companies to be a little bit sticky about what you can and cannot claim. There are people who can advise you on this. Do learn their numbers. Mababa! This is a perfectly ordinary tin of tomatoes. And this is a perfectly ordinary any vegetable. And put the two together and you get vavuva, va, vo. An acceptable pasta sauce. Okay, I'm going to show you now how to pack a suitcase for a 2-day business trip to Europe. Now, you've all seen Doctor Who. Do you remember the TARDIS? It was bigger on the inside than on the outside. That doesn't actually happen. Things are actually smaller on the inside than they are on the outside, all right? So you've got to realise that, or else you won't get on. As you get older, you may want to start reading these, though in time you'll probably find this one a little bit more annoying. This is what you say at Christmas time. Oh, a thing for resealing wine. That'll come in very handy. Thank you. Zuzat. The reason I'm telling you all these things is because there's a lot of responsibility goes with adulthood, all right? It's not just a big laugh, right? It can be hell. So it's far better to enjoy your youth while you've got it. It's great. It's a laugh, isn't it? Being young, yeah. Sitting around in shopping malls, sending text messages to each other. Just hoping against hope that one of your friends has got a brother who owns a car, and daring each other to go into off licenses to buy something, and then one of you does and comes out with a big bag of Red Bull because they thought it was an alcoholic drink. All right, so enjoy it. Bazaza!
So anyway, that's why I think the Stonehenge is basically just a very, very sophisticated anthill.
Right, right.
I mean, like the ants, you know, I mean, they're very clever, you know. People say this and that about animals, that they're stupid and then I don't know nothing, but I think that's rubbish. I think animals know a lot. You know the mayfly, that insect that only lives for 24 hours?
Yeah.
Scientists, they've helped a mayfly to live for, I think it was something like 5, 6, even 7 years, something like that. And it turns out that the mayfly is a lot cleverer than people think. You know, part of the problem is he only lives 24 hours, so he never learned nothing. If he lives for 6, 7 years, he apparently learned quite a lot, and he become pretty good at conversational French. So he could go into shops and order wine and cheese quite accurately. The trouble is, he's only got a little voice because he's a mayfly. And so what they had to do is they had to build a very small little amplifier so as to amplify his voice.
Yeah, I think, as John said, the buzzword here is communication. Keep each other and me informed of what's going on at all times.
Well, that's why I think we need someone down there. We need someone on the floor.
Well, I actually need to go down onto the site, so if I can take 2 or 3 with you, I need to check.
Thanks.
We can always delay the start of work for a week.
What a ridiculous idea.
Absurd.
I think we will have a problem because we've got a lot
I've
of very
spoken
big
to the
lorries.
couriers. They're down there at the moment. They say there shouldn't be any foreseeable problem.
It shouldn't be a problem. They're on motorbikes, they're on bicycles, you
Right.
know, and we are the biggest contractor.
Well, let's look into other courier companies. I thought this had been sorted out, Simon.
Hello? Hi. How long have you been there?
About 3 days. You just walked out?
Yes, I have, yes.
Me too, about an hour ago. Isn't it wonderful here?
Yeah, it's the first time I can really smell everything, you know. Do you think you could actually live off the land here? There's plenty of fish in there.
I reckon a lot of this is common land. We could grow fruit and vegetables here, couldn't we?
I mean, that would make terrific shelter, the woods up there.
Oh, that's right, we could pool our resources.
Yeah.
Berries, there's lots of berries out there as well.
Some people could do shelter, some pick berries.
There's enough of us here. We could build our own community.
You
know, we could form a community where each idea, no matter what, we'd all act upon it. So if one of us came up with a suggestion, hey, look, we need to build a bridge across the river, then we would build a bridge across the river. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. So our community would embody the ideal that each individual's idea would be completely and utterly valid. We'd make it completely and utterly valid.
There'd be chaos. Now we need to sort out some kind of system.
Concentrate on the fruit and vegetables, actually, and the berries. And the berries are important.
Yeah, that's right.
The thing is, if everybody comes together, everybody's
pool our resources. I mean, what can anyone do?
I can collect some apples.
Fantastic.
I'll get some pheasants.
Fantastic. Anything else? Anyone do anything?
I can cook.
You can cook?
Yeah, we could have a shift system.
Yeah, shift system would be excellent. Tie dyeing as well as I think we should be looking into.
I certainly want to grow.
Well, when I spoke to him, he said everything was sorted, that we were underway.
Well, that's him down to a T, isn't it?
So, what other problems can we envisage on this?
Sorry about all that before. It's just that...
As I was saying, are there any other problems that we can think of?
We're never satisfied with our surroundings. This man would love to live somewhere sunny, but he can't because he's a vampire. We try brightening up our environment. I've given my residence a distinctive place name and gone to a lot of trouble to make my house stand out. We all do our very best to enjoy the little space we have.
So it's such a lovely day. We'll go and eat on the mini roundabout.
Hey!
That's
suppose we're never entirely happy about where we live. For example, the countryside. It's beautiful, and yet people who live in the countryside are always complaining. They're always saying things like, oh, the roads are terrible, there aren't enough buses, the nearest shop isn't for miles, and yet that's because it's the countryside. If it had roads and buses and shops, it would be Manchester. Do you see? Or are you too off your face and sheep dip to notice? But then, people who live in inner cities are the same. They're always complaining. They're always saying things like, oh, it's so noisy, there are cramped housing conditions, the traffic is terrible. But then, that's because it's inner city. If they had none of those things, it would be Berkshire, which is worse. I mean, I've got a very, very relaxed attitude towards property, apart from my own. And to stop trespassers thinking they can wander over my back garden, I put down some very, very powerful slug pellets. Oh, hello, sorry. It's just a bit of a shortcut. Gets me nearer to my house.
My powerful slug pellets work a treat, though the downside is I've got to clear away any dissolved trespassers.
Not again.
I mean, this is terrible. I'm only truly happy in my surroundings when I know I've successfully persuaded other people to keep out.
We had the house broken into, when was it? Last April?
March, love.
March. Someone got into the bedroom, ransacked the place really, and they took all my dresses, nothing else, just my dresses. Then my daughter rang up and she said she'd been to see The Cause in concert, and she said, Mum, you won't believe it, the three of them were wearing your dresses. At that time, I just thought she was being funny.
And it kept happening.
One evening, we were watching telly and Danny Bear was on it.
Welcome to Hollywood Direct.
And David said, look, it's your dresses.
She had one dress on in part one, and then after the interval, she had another dress on.
One of the dresses had a stain from Sunny Delight, where I drunk it and spilt it and I haven't got round to washing it yet. And I phoned up Danny Bear's people and I said about the stain, and the person on the other side of the phone just went, Danny loves drinking Sunny Delight, you got no proof, and put the phone down on me. And then one day my neighbour came running in. She said, quick, I've just seen Catherine Zeta-Jones and Eddie Izzard out in the park wearing your dresses. They're just running around laughing and tumbling. So I ran out and I saw them. They turned round and saw me and disappeared into a thicket. And when I got there, they'd gone. The next day, the police rang and they'd found my dresses. They were abandoned in a box by the side of the road and they'd all been dry cleaned. It was a beautiful job.
And then the dresses thing on the telly just stopped.
Yeah, I don't know what they're up to, but they are up to something, definitely. Definitely.
Hello, Hugh! I've just realised I've got no friends. Is that something you're increasingly aware of in your old age?
Yeah. So, Hugh, what sort of living hell did you go through in those days?
Well, the war started in 1939 and I joined the army. I was stationed in Kent until 1941. 1942 was my gap year and I went interrailing through Europe. It was very interesting.
Thousands of foreign tourists come here every year, and yet I'm still always nervous when I ask them what they think of us.
You know, we managed to get to Leicester.
Leicester? You've been to see Leicester?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Rubbish.
But what would make me even more nervous would be finding out what all my neighbours think of other people.
I think what happens is one of them gets permission to come and live in this country, and then at the airport he sneaks the rest of his family in through customs by swallowing them. And he swallows his family whole, so his family can live in his stomach off airport food while he goes through immigration control. Or else they hide their families up their arse.
10 years ago, we'd just throw old cake or bits of glass at the mentally ill whenever they walked by down below. But now you're not allowed to do it. It's political correctness gone mad.
I'm a farmer, and the more blacks and Asians we let into this country, the more it affects lambing prices.
We used to have red squirrels till grey squirrels came from America and took over. If I ever saw a grey squirrel, I'd kick its two front teeth so hard they'd fly out of its arse and stick into the wall.
It's nonsense to say the police are institutionally racist. I mean, you get 1 or 2 racist policemen, sure, but those are just the niggers in the woodpile.
I really mustn't judge my neighbours because I suppose even the most liberal of us have prejudices.
I mean, it's a well-known fact that the Dalai Lama loathes the French. Nelson Mandela can't stand children, and Gandhi hated Geordies.
There it is, tiny little fossilized microbes.
So there was life on Mars after all?
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, when you think of all those old sci-fi concepts of Martians as super-intelligent beings bent on destroying planet Earth. And all the time they were just these tiny little bits of powder.
Still, it is exciting, though, to think...
I've run out of slug pellets, so stray old women are getting back into my garden.
This is getting out of hand. I once heard that the building of the Taj Mahal was delayed by about 100 years after objections from the neighbours that it was going to be too beautiful and they'd be kept awake at night by the sound of people gasping. In the end, the architects agreed to tone it down so that the Taj Mahal we have now is actually 3 times uglier than the one originally planned.
You're new to the village, aren't you?
Yes, it appealed to us because everyone here seems so happy.
You all look so buzzy. You know why, of course. It's because we've got a village sniper. This is Gregory. He's from Croatia.
Hello.
He goes up onto the roofs and shoots at us with his gun.
I will try shoot in your head.
Will we know where you are?
No. I sniper. No, I hide, otherwise I'm not sniper.
Of course, I'm so sorry.
I will try to kill you.
Since you've come here, Gregory, I feel 10 years younger.
Quick, go! Heads down, go!
I tell you, having a village sniper is the best thing that's ever happened to this village. It just puts life in perspective.
Will you be at the switching on of the Christmas lights?
Yes. It's many people's. It's easy for me, it's good.
Dave Lee Travis is going to be there, isn't
That's
he?
right. Yes.
Better behave yourself.
How is your arm?
Oh, it's much better, thank you.
Good. I tried to shoot you in your eye, but you moved quickly, so... All of you, one day, I will kill all of you.
Your English is coming on so well, Gregory.
No, thank you.
I would have parked my car without any problems if it hadn't been for other people. Shite. There we go. Missed it. Oh, no. Come on. Oh, God. Yeah. Barcelona. Oh, yes. It's always a disaster when other people are involved. God. They'll probably be all right. I don't know why I'm so afraid of what my neighbours think of me. They've got nothing to crow about, judging by what it says on the plaques outside all the houses of local interest.
So, Hugh, how did you get about in those days? I mean, what was the transport like?
Yeah, well, in those days, we went everywhere by Concorde. Lovely planes they were. We used to call them the cracked tubes of death.
I mean, I'll tell you what, I had some of that screaming fire coming out of my fridge the other day.
Oh, right.
I've had the blood flooding down the walls.
Yeah.
I've had the carpets rucking and swearing and all of that. And every morning there's a bloodstained dagger lying outside my room. Anyway, turns out that I'm allergic to dairy products.
Right.
And no, I went to the doctor, and the doctor says that, you know, apparently that butter brings me out in ghosts. Right. So...
How much longer are you going to be, Luca?
Well, I won't be more than 5 minutes, my friend. Oh, yeah, hang about. You're a Cockney, ain't you? You'll like this one. There's this Cockney, and he's dyslexic. And he does all the Cockney rhyming slang and everything, but he gets it wrong because he's dyslexic, all right? So he says things like, for example, trouble and strife, desks. Yeah? Yeah, nice one.
What do you mean, a dyslexic Cockney?
Well, it was just a joke. He gets all these rhyming slang wrong, so he says, you know, frog and toad, wife, because he's dyslexic, so that if he wants to give you the finger, he does this. See that?
He shouldn't be doing that dyslexic business.
Yeah.
Fucking mixing up vowels and diphthongs, mixing them all up. He shouldn't be doing it.
No,
Where does he live?
No, it's just a little joke, really.
Tell me.
Well, you know, it could be, I don't know, Bow, by Bow.
Bow, near Bow, by the flats.
Yeah, it could be in the flats.
I know the flats in Bow. What's his name?
Well, you know, I don't know, John, Frank.
Johnny Franks, who lives in the flats in Bow, I know him. I'm going to sort out this syntactic cripple once and for all. This dirty, no good, evil, alphabetical fuck pig.
See what happens when you try to make friends with strangers? That's why we don't bother anymore. We drive around in cars that tell everyone else to stuff off. You're not coming in my car. I work on my own from home, which is okay, though last week I sexually harassed myself. I also made a racist remark about myself, which I'm not too happy about. But popular culture caters for people who live on their own, like in this soap opera, in which for 8 years none of the main characters have tried to get to know one another.
Morning.
Just over here. Mr. Dawson's, isn't it stupid that we worry so much about what other people think of us? I've got all your neighbours to write reviews of your life. And I just wondered if we could stick them up outside your house, yeah? What we'll do is we'll just put them up round here, so it'll be a bit like a theatre, but better, because it'll be reviews not of a play, but of your life, yeah? And although people say theatre is like life, they're wrong, because theatre's an actual artificial construct that gets in the way of life, a bit like wanking with chopsticks. So what we'll do, we've got all the craftsmen and people here, and we'll just get the sign writers to stick the signs up, and then as people go by, they can have a better idea of what your life's like. All right?
Philip Dawson's is much happier now he knows he doesn't have to wonder what other people think of him. The next step is getting people to open up without worrying they're going to make a fool of themselves.
I know I've been a little on edge recently. You've read about these people in America who go mad in shopping malls with a gun. Sorry. Well, I've got a gun.
Everything all right?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
delicious.
it's
Thank you
lovely.
very much.
Lovely, thank you.
I've got a
Yes, I saw it.
Well?
It's entirely up to you. Do it under the table. Do it under the table. There are people here.
Right. I'll shoot close to the leg so it makes less noise.
Do it. Just do it.
Right. Eat this, everyone. Yeah, it comes. I'm going to give you all some more. I'm not through. Have another. This is my payback. Take it all.
Well, I hope you feel very ashamed of yourself.
I fancy a pudding. What about you?
Do you think that's wise?
No, you're right. I think I should have a decaffeinated espresso.
We're gradually retreating from each other.
Darling.
Yeah.
We desperately want to establish contact with other people, but only so we can tell them to leave us alone.
We sent Voyager 1 up in 1978. And once it left our solar system, it would travel on indefinitely out to the furthest edges of the galaxy. There was a base interest in everybody involved that there might be intelligent life out there. And so 30 years on, we eventually picked up a return signal. Whatever the intelligence was that had been encountered by Voyager 1 was sending a message back to us. I was to be in charge of the decoding operation. It was a very big moment. We were the focus of the world at that time. Cancel the audio sequencing on this.
Cross-check. Roger.
Go.
Transmission coming through in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
At that time, I expected a somewhat more involved message be returned to us.
That's the agreed code.
Let me make a few phone calls.
Since none of the intelligent life out there is worth getting to know, it's time we made contact with people right next to us. Today's my birthday, so I've decided to take the local fire brigade out to lunch.
Thanks for bringing the engine.
Certainly.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
I've booked a table in the name of Iannucci
Sure.
and 4 firemen.
Certainly. This way, please.
This way.
Okay.
Like me, I want you to show your appreciation for others.
Yes.
5 of mate.
There you go.
Cheers.
We had a wonderful journey. The driving was exquisite, and as a gesture of our appreciation, we'd really like to buy you a ring.
You what? A ring? On us? It's on us.
A ring?
A ring, yes. Please. It would mean a lot to us.
Anything you like.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers. Thanks very much. Thanks for coming along. I always bring people from the emergency services here.
How far down is it?
Just down on the left, they've got Diamond.
Hello, Jamie. Really? A
Yeah,
ring?
hold
the meeting for about 15 minutes.
Just
Just to buy the driver a ring.
What's your favourite kind of fire? Is it an electrical fire or something caused by a soot explosion? Is there anything there that you like?
Yeah, there's a couple there.
One with a Muslim writing's lovely. You don't have to be a Muslim.
Has Delia Smith ever had a chip pan fire?
I should imagine so.
We'd like that engraved, please.
Certainly. What would you like engraved?
Sorry, what's your name? Patrick. Oh, it's to Patrick from Trevor and Connor. Thanks for the journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you've noticed that among our diners here this lunchtime are 4 firemen, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them for all the fires that they've put out in the past, and to wish them all the best in the future, and hope that they don't get burnt. So could you all stand and raise your glass, please, as we toast, if you pardon the expression, the firemen. The firemen.
Okay, Patrick.
No ticket.
That's great. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much.
All right, lads.
So make an effort to let people know what you're like.
This is our surprise birthday party for you to say thank you for being a good friend for us. Okay, hip hip, hooray! Hip, hooray! And hip, hooray! And Armando is a bra for you to wear. It's funny for laughter.
Right. Thanks. Thanks very much. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
How much is it for all this?
Oh, it's £75.
£75. That's very reasonable. It's been good. Now, hang on. It said you were going to give me a pair of false plastic breasts. That's a bra.
Oh, yeah, it's the same.
Same. It's the same. Okay. Cake?
Oh, it's a cake. With many candles for as many as you want.
Good. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Oh, and happy birthday to you, Armando.
Thanks. Thanks.
Ok, Igor and Primoz, pronto.
Sorry, I'm 36.
Oh, it's just a piece of paper. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, it's in your heart. Your age is in your heart. It's not a piece of paper.
Yeah, are you saying I'm 37 in my heart? Or...
No, you are 36 in your heart, and it is
I'm
important.
physically 36 as well. You know, I'm sort of 36 in my shirt and in my trousers.
Oh, of course. So you're not 37. It's only paper.
I mean, I'm not going to take you to small claims court or anything. But if you book someone to give you a surprise birthday party, you think that some thought would go into getting the age right.
You have come 1,000 miles to our temple.
It's lovely.
You require rest after your long journey.
Something to eat would be really nice. Tell us about your faith. Tell us about reincarnation.
Our faith tells us to do good and live a life of selflessness. If we live a good life, our essence passes to a higher form of being.
As a king or something?
And if we live badly, we return as a lower life form.
A chicken. Right. Our television company will give $10 million a year to your monastery if we can acquire exclusive rights to your faith.
We'd like to film your lives and show which one of you is living the best and which is the worst.
What you ask is fraught with danger.
I ask you to trust us. We're from television.
Television.
That should be all right.
In the popular Thai game show Buddhist Kings and Chickens, Tenzin the monk is in the lead because he refuses to tread on insects. But for the rest of us, it's very difficult knowing how to live a good moral life. A woman in Bicester finds it hard to know which charity to give her money to. Can we blame her? A man from Durham raises money by running in marathons dressed as a canary, but thinks he'd raise even more if he ran faster and spends £3,000 on canary-shaped lycra. Has he really got it completely wrong? I pass a beggar in the street.
Spare any change, mate?
But it's so difficult knowing whether to give him money, I stand frozen for 3 hours trying to decide.
Just some pissing change, will you?
Wouldn't you do the same? A quarry company in Stockton-on-Tees. The order books are empty, but they've just received a contract to supply 1,000 little rocks a month to Saudi Arabia for the stoning of adulterers. Can you see the pluses and minuses?
I'm slightly concerned. Would these actually kill a man?
I suppose if thrown hard enough and in the right place, yes.
Will our name appear at all anywhere on the...
It's with the legal department at the moment.
Our logo next to a dead face, it wouldn't...
I agree, that's not good news. OK, Russian missiles, do they not put their...
I mean, they are missile makers. We make walls.
In the end, I decide not to give the beggar money.
Because I think the money will go to your pimp.
But I spend all night worrying he thinks I'm a bad person. Next morning, I sort it out by going back and showing him a photo of me being great with children, and then bring a friend of mine to tell him what brilliant company I am.
I've got a couple of dogs, and he's always coming around. He brings them a bone, and he takes...
You'll agree I'm correct here.
Play with them with a truck of sticks.
The quarry company decide the rocks are excellent. They make a choice, and for that they have to be congratulated.
And that is why love is the greatest commandment. So we must be prepared to forgive everyone, no matter what they may have done.
This is a really good sermon.
I think this new priest's fab.
I love these people. I think they're really listening quite hard.
So forgive everyone, apart from Myra Hindley, who strikes me as a thoroughly nasty piece of work.
Good point about Myra Hindley.
In the name of the Father and of the Son.
His grasp of Catholic dogma is fantastic.
Oh, what fun! We're all going underground.
He is good at the guitar.
I'm enjoying this song.
They dropped their bombs where we thought they might.
That's the best church music I've ever heard.
Before a phoenix in the ashes of the next World War.
That was an excellent sermon, Father.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I wonder, would it be possible to get a copy of that?
A copy of the sermon?
Yes.
Wow. Of course it's Rudy, yes. I'll pop it in the post to you, shall I?
Oh, you're a good man, Father.
Pleasure, thank you.
Inspirational, really, and hilarious, really. I laughed so much.
Bless you. Can't claim that I received divine inspiration for the punchlines. I've read I got them out of a joke book.
No, but they really worked.
Really?
Yes, they work. I mean, you know the problem with jokes, they've got a tendency to
backfire in a sermon.
Sometimes they can make people like you seem like an idiot.
Look at him, look at him, look at him.
We were wondering, would you like to come across for
a drink?
Yes. Love to. So, what do you think of all the changes I've made at the church?
Oh, we love it. Yeah, really.
I feel more inclusive just being with you here today, because normally I'm on my own and I only have God for conversation.
How often do you talk to God?
Oh, I speak to him daily.
And what does he say?
Christ knows.
I'm over here.
Bless you all, but really, I have to go. Oh, have you? Oh, well, shall I get your coats? Would you all like to come back to the parish house for coffee?
What am I doing?
Yes! Oh, good.
I'm over here.
A bit short of cups. Does anyone mind mugs? Oh,
guess who?
I know. It's you.
His collar is detachable.
We're in.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Sure. Yes.
Ooh, I can feel his thick neck.
They're fantastic.
Tender as well as funny. That's great.
It's all on a plate for us.
Ooh, morning.
Morning. We won't be long.
Okay, sorry about the queue.
That's fine.
Oh my God, there are so many of them.
We've got some toast coming up.
I'm going to make him lots of eggs.
Red cornflakes.
This can't go on. They've eaten all my food. It's a drain on parish resources. It's wrong for a priest. And yet it feels so right.
Anyone for jam on the toast? Jam?
If God hadn't meant me to love, why would he have sent these 40 people into my life? Why?
You don't know what love is. You don't know how lips hurt.
Will I see you again tonight?
Let's all go out for supper.
That's a great idea.
We've booked a table.
I hope you don't mind.
We've asked our parents to come.
Holy Mother of God, no.
But don't worry, we'll tell them you're a friend.
This is a nightmare.
I'm over here.
I'm really bothered by all the stuff in the world that we don't need.
I mean, there's just so much waste. I terrified myself the other day by trying to write down a list of all the things in the world that we don't actually need. You know, things that if they didn't exist, no one would miss them. Basically, I'm talking about the Daily Express or the hovercraft. Get rid of it. The novels of Wilbur Smith, badminton, cummerbunds, the song Flash Bang Wallop, What a Picture, the music of the Blue Tones, the countries Chad, Paraguay and Laos. Unnecessary. In swimming, the butterfly. I mean, who actually swims like this?
Today there's more to choose from than ever before, which actually increases the chances of us making the wrong choice. We've got to think carefully about every purchase. Simply buying an aerosol is now an atrocity because I'm giving skin cancer to most of Lapland.
But we still buy them, especially since this week, if you buy 2 things tested on chimps' gonads, you get 1 free thing that is killing the live music industry.
Does that make everyone evil?
Hi, I'm afraid I've burst a bag of broccoli florets.
Is even Mike Tyson a potential rapist? It used to be easy to tell when people were bad. They came out of courtrooms with a blanket over their head.
I don't want this.
But now I can't tell when I'm doing wrong. You really can't run from these issues.
Jina langu ni Mafuna. Hapa ndio kwetu Kenya. Tunaishi nchi tambarare juu ya milima. Ingawa tuna kazi mingi usiku na mchana ya kuchunga ng'ombe na ukulima, tumesikia yowe kutoka mbali sana. Katika Uingereza, maskani la jumba la kuchezea michezo ya hadithi, the Bristol Old Vic, iko hali ya kufrisika. Mahali pa kukutania London kama Garrick and the Royal Court hakupata msaada, na watu hataki kutoa zaidi ya pauni 20 ya tikiti kuona contemporary drama. Katika Uingereza, watu bila matumaini kama Harold Pinter hajaipata nafasi ya kusema juu ya jambo kuhusu kibinadamu. Wengi ya hawa watu ni wachezaji sarakasi ambao hawana kazi. Sasa imewabidi waanze kufanya kazi ya vibarua.
The British theatre, you hardly need me to remind you, owes an incalculable debt.
Ami, ule mtu ni mtu gani? Naitwa Simon Kalo, ni mtu fukara sana.
Wali ni nini kwa Trevor Nunn? Atakula tu kwa sifa, sababu si chakula ya Waingereza. Watu wangu wamekuwa wakichangisha pesa kwa hili wazo nzuri. Kuthamini madarasa ya sauti na roughing it up ndio njia mbili tunajaribu kusaidia. Na binamu yangu Paulo amethaminiwa kulima bonde lote. Ama kujenga nyumba zetu kwa tai nyingi. Wengi wetu tunatengeneza ngao za Kimasai kulinda waigizaji maarufu wa siku za usoni. Hakutakuwa na gala ambalo hutumika kama metaphor kwa Anglo-Irish relations. Tangu nije hapa, nimeona michezo yao miwili na nimeanza kufikiria tofauti kabisa. Haven't I?
Yes!
Now let's move on to our internet strategy. We've taken a big plunge in this and put £720 million into launching our online service. David?
Let me start with our main web page. Anyone logging on to Pearson's Transglobal Insurance will click on this first.
Oh, it's very informal.
It's quite formal, actually. Then they'll come through to this.
What's that?
That's you. See, I've put some flash animation so I can make you jump. And also, if you click on there, then there, you turn around. And we can also turn you the other way, see? Now I've done that for all of the employees.
You've done that for 1,700 employees?
Yes, I know. It took me ages. Let me show you this. It's a good bit. This is a webcam, constantly broadcasting a view of our offices. See, now, I think many people will want to see that.
But how do we make money?
Well, for a subscription, you get through to one of our 2 private webcams, where you get to see us either in the gentlemen's toilets, or we can click onto the ladies' toilets. There we go, see?
It's a bit limited.
No, it's not limited, actually. I've put some audio files into it so that there's some sound.
David, this isn't exactly selling insurance,
you can zoom.
is it?
It's rubbish.
Yeah, all right. Well, look, I'm not going to show you anymore if you're going to be like that.
David, did this cost £720 million?
Yes, all right. You so backward fannies.
Have you spent all the money?
Yes.
Can we get any back?
No.
Oh, my God. Get onto Mike Figures and account straight away, will you?
We've now got more devices to help us through the day than we know what to do with. Everything is geared towards improving our quality of life. This inevitably leads to us making compromises elsewhere. There's a school near me that's meant to be just for the sons and daughters of Holocaust deniers, but most parents try to send their kids there because of the good exam results, especially in biology.
With abortions now being allowed on increasingly developed fetuses and euthanasia being brought in at the other end, pretty soon the only people left alive on the planet will be 43-year-olds.
Hey, you use your own skin! What's wrong with that? Why use that one? You should be using your scumbag or a complete skin! Who's that? You don't know who's
I want to be seen to be leading a good life. I want to be the sort of person Michael Aspel brings up in This Is Your Life ideas meetings. But how?
Over the centuries, morality changes. Like, for example, hundreds of years ago, it was considered okay to execute people for shouting in Rome. And it was the dumb thing to kill them as painfully as possible, probably by grating them to death while their knees were being chewed by hogs. But nowadays we'd say that's completely barbaric, and it's much better to kill someone by tethering him to an electric chair and then passing electricity through his head and bones until he starts to smoke, vomit, have his lungs turn into 2 boiling haggises, and then drop his hot piss and turds onto the floor in front of a room full of press photographers. So in that respect, I suppose we're much more civilised.
Answer the bleeding phone, will you?
No, I'm not covering for you.
Oh, do you want a smack?
Oh, yeah, I'd love one. It's Monday, it's 8 o'clock and you ain't hit me yet.
Shut up, Daddy, don't. See, you've got the baby up. What you do is sit on your ass watching Kilroy and yakking up.
Tooth's falling out. Fucking hell, it's a rat. Get it out of my house.
That's all we need.
Where did you get that?
Never you mind, you lazy twat. Come on, where are you?
Daddy, don't kill it.
Come look at this.
It's the Tooth Fairy. Get it out of my house. It's the Tooth Fairy. It gave me £1 for my tooth. Did it, fuck?
Move and I'll fucking do you in.
What did you do that for?
He's got £1.
Oh, Jesus.
Hurry up, grab him. He's getting off. Let him go.
Give me something, quick.
Yes, nice one. Come here.
What's your problem?
£2, nice one. Come on, Mary, hit me.
You bastard.
Come on, do it again.
All right, babe.
Oh, I just ain't quit. Got £8.
Here at last I am in my first Christian encounter group.
I've decided I'm weak and feeble and need the help of my local church to tell me what to do.
That in the very early days of Christianity, in the 1st and 2nd century AD, most Christians, because they knew they were going to heaven, were actually deeply annoying people because they knew this happy fate awaited them, that they felt they could go around just banging into people without apologising and making fun of people's stammers. And I gather that the fate that befell many Christians in the Colosseum was in fact justified.
The church group told me that there's no easy answers because in the end we're all scum. They explained that the beggar probably was collecting money for his pimp and it was therefore right to hose scum like that off the street, which they do every Wednesday night. And an example of how scummy we are is that whenever we come up with a brilliant new invention like the internet or multi-channel television, we use it to pump out porn.
It's true. Whatever the invention, we use it to disseminate pornography. When man first invented the wheel, not long after it, someone came up to him and said, looks like a breast. And shortly after that, you got lots of adolescents with big piles of wheels under their beds.
I've been putting on pornographic masses for 2 years now, and it's worked really well. I like to think the congregation are there for more than the cum shot. That's just the icing on the cake, as it were.
Good morning, Father. Hello, Hugh. I was just wondering whether we're all drowning in porn. Do you want to come in?
Yeah.
So, Hugh, I imagine in the old days the food was very different.
Well, beef was very scarce then, on account of infected animal feed. So we all had ostriches. My dad had an ostrich farm.
Really?
And I used to help him. I'd muck out the ostriches in the morning and hose them down. And I remember one day someone came in and said the high-altitude bombing of Kosovo had been a limited success. So we all ran out and celebrated by killing an ostrich and boiling it in kiwi fruit.
We're all racked with guilt. I mean, I felt very guilty last week when I was driving my car in it. I stopped at some traffic lights and a whole family of Kosovan refugees
leapt out in front and started washing the windscreen, and I didn't know whether it was the right thing to do to give them money, or whether I should just drive on, or whether I should just let them do it but just not give them money. And in the end, I just lost it and abandoned the car and I just ran to Leeds. But then the next day, I thought, well, I better go back and get the car. And when I got back, I felt terrible because they'd done a great job in it. It was sparkling clean. They'd waxed it and polished it. They'd given it an MOT. And in the end, I gave them 60 pence.
I did recently have a marvellous experience in this street. One day, when I was out playing with a stick, I passed a mother and child who were glowing in front of a crowd. What was unusual was that they were eating 2 portions of fish and chips and 5 tiramisus. I went up to the mother and said,
"Wouldn't you both be sick?"
No, it's funny that if it was just 4 tiramisus, then probably I would throw up and none of these people would stand a chance. But 5 and the 2 portions of fish and chips seems about right.
I said,
"How on earth did you find that out?"
And she told me why they weren't a pair of disgusting pigs.
One day my husband came home in a hurry and told us he had something to show us.
He wouldn't tell us what it was. We just had to get in the car.
He just drove off really fast.
I kept asking Dad to slow down, but he just said everything was okay. And then he just suddenly shot up to 90, 110. He just kept on going faster and faster in a built-up area. 130.
Stuart, will you just slow down a bit?
150. And then we got to 164 miles an hour.
And suddenly everything felt okay.
It felt like at last you didn't have to worry about going over the speed limit.
We could see that at exactly 164 miles an hour, you could go down any street you like and you wouldn't crash.
It's actually the safest speed to go at.
163 is deadly, it's just stupid, but 164 is just right.
The police would recommend it if they knew. At that speed, we suddenly understood everything.
The only other people who discovered you can drive safely at this speed were joyriders and drunks. They'd found out that you can be really excessive about something, provided you get the quantity absolutely right.
Well, then I'd like to ask for a 63% pay rise, then, please.
I'm glad you've been so sensible, David. That's very judicious.
For example, if you ask for a 63% pay rise, your boss will agree. Ask her for a different high number, and you deserve a bollocking.
I was going to ask for 27%, bearing in mind the year that we had.
Are you mad? I mean, in what kind of universe might that figure be remotely acceptable? No.
Though all things are good in moderation,
Something much more in the region of 8.
all things are even better if you have an awful lot of them. But it has to be a specific amount. For example, drinking 34 pints of lager has the same effect as a mug of Horlicks.
Oh, that's it. I'm off to bed. Are you coming, darling?
Yes, I'm just going to drink another 34 pints and then I'll be with you.
If you camp out for 22 days at Gatwick Airport, you will return more refreshed than if you'd been on holiday. Eggs in a fridge for 13 months make the best omelettes. If you have sex more than 32 times in an hour, you will develop a very nice personality. If you open a shop at 3:42 a.m, it will be inundated with customers. But you must get the amount right. If you miss it by 1 unit, it will be disastrous. Look at Shane McGowan.
The only problem was when we had to come out of 164 miles an hour. We nearly hit loads of things.
All right.
This discovery is enough to help us live the good life. My neighbourhood has eliminated all crime by getting the police to pay criminals money not to break the law.
Sod off. Go on, take it.
I've got a knife as well.
Oh, have you now? Here, look, I'll give you some more for it. Come on, hand it over.
This has seen the crime rate go right down in the last 2 months.
That's a big one.
Though the police are out of their annual budget, even though it's only February. On the streets, people no longer feel guilty about asking for things. Now I know there are no perfect answers, I'm happy to make ones up.
Never trust a man who tucks his jumper into his trousers.
And as for the baying mob of screaming women, men and toddlers, they found out that what really made them happy was just going after anyone who looked like they had a blanket over their head. And I just leave them to it, because in the end, isn't it better to be happy than good? Because it's more fun.
There are only two things in the world that give us absolute total happiness. One is unwrapping a newly bought CD, and the other is seeing other people fail.
Early this morning, I was involved in a very confusing incident.
I heard a noise in the middle of the night. When I checked, I noticed I hadn't closed the fridge door properly, and it was making the sound of a trumpet. The blind hitting the window made the sound of burping. I became conscious of all the troubling noises you hear at night. The microwave made the sound of Gary Rhodes.
That's it. You want that binding feeling. If you've got a bit of lemon.
I went back to bed worried. But the next night, I was sure I could definitely hear a rat. So I was actually quite relieved to find it was just an intruder. But he spotted my T-shirt and went for me. He twisted my neck and smashed me in the face, and as I tried to fend him off, I suddenly caught my reflection in the mirror and noticed I was getting a little bit fat.
What happened last night has left me very upset, and I'm determined to do something about it. Hi, Armando Iannucci. I'm booked in for the fitness induction course.
Oh, that's right. You wanted a program to lose a bit off your big fat gut and bum.
Yes.
Right, so this is the main section of the gym. All this stuff gets you working on your deltoids, your abs and your lats so you don't look like you do now. Morning, Nige. Nigel's working on his triceps, biceps, pecs and blibs.
Right. What's happening here?
Oh, she's just working on flattening out her stomach so it's not like yours all sticking out like a church. You probably want to wear a dark kit for that one.
Right, that's a bit specialist for me. I just want to concentrate on getting back into shape.
Oh yeah, the nose.
No, I meant the...
Right, so this section here is mainly for your glutes and pups.
I don't think I'm ready for that. I just wanted to lose some weight.
How many times do you want to do it a week?
About 1 or 2 lunchtimes.
I've got just the machine for you. Come on. This is the one for you. Great workout for your mezzanines and your blick-blacks.
Right.
Jump on.
Okay, just lie down.
Yep, relaxed.
Yeah.
All right, just turn her on.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling vibrations coming through?
Yeah.
Fantastic workout for your chuddy ducters.
Good.
All right, I'll raise her a little.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Can you feel the heat coming through nicely now?
Can actually. It's very nice.
Okay. Well done. Now, you'll probably find you've already lost 7 or 8 pounds because you've evacuated yourself through sheer terror. You'll probably also find your front and your ribs are considerably flatter. You want me to weigh you?
No.
Okay, well, let's make a move. Tends to get a bit busy around lunchtime.
I soon got quite used to being shot at a wall 3 times a week in order to look good. But it made me realise how much we judge people by their appearance. If there's something not quite right about how they look, it's amazing how quickly we're suspicious of them.
Mrs. Henderson, the doctor's ready to see you.
It takes just one thing to be wrong about their appearance for us to go off them.
Ah, Mr. and Mrs. Robinson. I'm Peter Stott, headmaster. Can I show you around the school?
Yeah, sure.
Follow me, please.
Everyone agrees that this part of my neighbourhood looks terrible because it's full of homeless people. So the council decided to help them by raising money for a theatrical designer to light them beautifully. So the local underpass is now smelly but pretty, and in fact quite a popular meeting place for young people, and the young at heart.
Hello, Hugh. I've just come back from the gym all confused. Did that happen to you when you weren't old?
No.
So, Hugh, could you tell me what was different about life in those days?
Well, we didn't have widescreen tellies in those days, so we all had to make our own. If Die Hard with a Vengeance was on, all the neighbours would bring out their tellies and lay them side by side to make it look wide. And to make it look more like the cinema, we'd turn all the streetlights out and chew polystyrene.
Hugh's got a bloody good point about how we're obsessed with film and television and video. We don't believe something's happened unless it's been recorded.
And I'm looking for there's a football video, Jaap Stam's guide to goals from the 90s that was subsequently disallowed.
Yeah.
Yeah?
There's so much to watch now that even the simplest facts have to be entertaining.
In a new series of Walking with Nazis.
Each Nazi could eat up to 400 kilos of meat a day.
Clearly, some of us have a big problem with reality.
Why aren't you a lemon? Why?
Baby Marcus was a nightmare. He was always crying and he wouldn't sleep. So we took him to the doctor, and the doctor said that the best thing to do was to have a relaunch. So we did. We booked a hall and we got some PR people in, and most of our friends now think Marcus is going to be a lot better.
What if we're just a giant internet which God will switch off when he decides to go back to his work? Well, this is good. This is good. This is the final instalment in the mapping of the human genome. What they've been doing is they've been breaking down human DNA into a sequence of letters, each representing human chromosomes, and then sending them to me. This is the last bit. I've been sticking them up all over the house, and now at last we can read the entire text of human life. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff. It tells us like whether we'll grow up to have blue eyes, or be allergic to flan, or frightened of nuts. I mean, it's not going to explain human nature. It's not going to tell us whether we will grow up to like jazz or be a twat, because that's got much more to do with schooling. It's not going to explain how the human spirit triumphs in adversity, like at times of war, where on Christmas Day they all put their weapons down and have a football match. Although apparently the game they had in the First World War, the hooliganism was terrible, and 20,000 spectators clashed and were killed. But nevertheless, it's thrilling anyway, because we can read how our chromosomes work, these sequence of letters here, A, G, C, A, T, A, A. The next sequence, G, C, T, C, A, G, T, G, C, T, T, G, C, T. I'm not going to read them all out because there's 50 million letters. But one thing I did notice in the whole sequence is that it starts to break down round about here, where it goes T, A, don't piss it away, A, A, T, G. And I picked up again this sequence a little bit later on here, don't piss it away. And I've got it all around the house. We won't go in here because that's where I keep the wolf. But I wrote to the person who's in charge of the whole DNA mapping project and said, you know, what's going on? And he said, shouldn't really read too much in it. It's probably just coincidence.
Quiet, please.
How's the tornado? It's all ready to go?
Yeah, he's all set, ready to go. Okay. Whipping up a good one. He's up to speed, I reckon.
Jerry, can we go get Andy? Okay. Andy, tornado for me.
Yeah.
Okay, where's my eyeliner?
We do final checks.
Is that what we got for the tornado? Yeah, Andy, yeah, he's #1. He's terrific. Oh, yeah, he's good.
Do him now.
Another one. Okay, that's great. Yeah.
Andy doesn't want to come out. He's done this before. He's famous for it. Give him some attention. Tell him he's the best tornado we've ever seen, and he'll play ball with it.
I need this tornado. I need this. I got to work off of this.
I think you're going to have to watch
All right, okay. All right.
Listen, are you coming out here to make the movie here?
Not with this script. It's the same old crap. Tornado comes into town, blows houses and cars up in the air. Big deal.
Why are you being an insensitive piece of shit?
Fuck you! I'm not insensitive.
With name calling.
I'm not doing another generic tornado.
I can rewrite this as a tidal wave and you're out.
Mark, is he coming out? No.
Oh, Christ. Why don't we send Jeff in?
Just Jeff, go ahead if you want to go. Go.
All right?
Yeah.
Just give me 5.
We'll see. Watch this.
Now listen, I'm an actor, you're an actor. Why don't we go out and make a movie? Come on.
Who sent you in here?
What did he send me? I'm the leading man.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you're the leading man? Whose name is above the title in this movie?
You're the tornado. I'm the leading man in this picture. Because you're the storm, that's all you are.
Your mascara's running to you.
Let me tell you something, pal. Tornado 2, you suck in that
we have
picture.
take
You know
2.
that?
Listen, I wish you were this good in the dailies, which I've seen, by the way.
Screw him. You gonna wait talk to me out there? Did you hear what he said to me?
Oh, Christ.
He's got a bigger trailer than I do. What's in his contract?
He's coming out of his trailer.
That's it. What? All through, all done, adios. I'm an actor, and you tie me up here.
Sorry. Let him go. I hope they don't get him a driver. Don't get him a driver. I got an idea.
We don't need this guy. We don't.
That's right.
We
That's
can
right.
shoot it without it.
That's right.
We can shoot it without it. Give me 6 actors.
We got 1 or 2 takes on this, right? Life and death.
Good,
Okay, I want to
good.
see the fear in the eyes. Okay.
Okay,
let's
so
go.
we'll give it a minute. Clock it, yeah?
Yep. Action, tornado!
Oh,
Cue wind!
Quick, get in the car, quick!
Louder, over the window! Fear! Fear, lots of fear! Life and death!
Oh, no!
Come on, Mary Beth! Come on, Mary!
No! I couldn't be that far away!
Beautiful!
I love digital telly because it means that no matter where you live in Britain, you can get all the channels. So never again will I have to hear that phrase that battered my childhood. And that phrase is, that's except for viewers in Scotland who've got their own programmes. Every night I have a terrible, dreadful dream about that phrase. And in that dream I die and go to heaven. And in heaven I meet St. Peter, and he says to me, "Welcome to heaven. It's a multi-channel paradise showing every programme ever made, including all the ones you didn't see in Scotland. Come in." And St. Peter points to a Clive James end of the year show, which viewers in Scotland didn't get because they were watching a Hogmanay special. And over there, he says, is the very first terrestrial showing of Terminator 2, which viewers in Scotland missed because they were watching a failed Dougie Donnelly chat show. Up there is the first ever live interview with an alien, which viewers in Scotland never got to see because they were watching a Paul Coyer quiz show about hills. And down there is that programme that showed you how to turn base metals into gold and gave you the secret of eternal youth, which viewers in Scotland never saw because you were watching a 6-part cartoon series about Gaelic accidents. This, says St. Peter, is where the dead can watch the telly. And then he turns to me and says, "That's except for the dead of Scotland who have their own heaven." And he shows me Scottish heaven. And Scottish heaven consists of a bald man who tells me what a great country Scotland is because it invented golf, it discovered penicillin, and it has the songs of Runrig. And outside everyone was watching some newly recorded Blackadder and guilt-free porn. So I just lost it. And St. Peter grows angry and casts me out of Scottish heaven and down into Scottish hell. And Scottish hell consists of a portrait of Ally MacLeod, a frightening tartan drummer girl, and a giant computer scoreboard flashing up what Scotland's goal difference is and why it means we'll go out after the first round. And to one side is a man behind a desk, and that man says to me, "Armando Iannucci, you've elected to go for Paul Coyer's Hill Challenge. This for 10 bonus points. Which Scottish hill has the most sides?" A question I know I can never answer, so I'm condemned to watching a 1,000-part documentary about the life of John Logie Baird, a Scotsman who invented television, but didn't realise we wouldn't be allowed to watch the ruddy thing. I've just had a rather liberating experience using the internet's online banking facilities. One night I logged onto my bank's website to see how much money I owned, when I suddenly became involved in a hold-up. It was an online bank robbery. At first I quickly tried logging onto the police's website to tell them, but I was immediately spotted and beaten up. Once the raid was over, I carried on looking at my account details, but it struck me that I found being beaten up online more frightening than the mugging I'd received the previous night from my intruder. It seems the only things that make an impression are artificial things. For example, Madame Tussauds have just opened an exhibition of reconstructions of the world's most famous dummies, using live actors trained to act as dummy-like as possible. The exhibition is proof we've reached the stage where there are more reconstructions in the world than things that have actually happened.
And yet we fail to appreciate some of the really incredible things there are already in the world around us, like cups. Aren't they great? I bet you if man ever managed to reach a black hole in space, the only thing he'd write in the visitor's book is, "It's a bit dark."
Look, Sammy, it's the Winter Olympics.
Sammy's developed a syndrome which means that he's literally being bored to death.
It's a new shaped tea bag.
It doesn't interest me.
But look, you can pull the strings. A book about Ronnie and Reggie Cray.
I'm bored of bastards.
They're starting a new round of Champions League football matches.
Christ.
2 tickets to see a one-man show with Timothy Dalton.
If he ever has the same experience twice, all his internal organs will hemorrhage simultaneously.
They found some unreleased songs by John Lennon.
Oh, shite.
Oh no, his eyes are bleeding again. I could just put that there.
Yes, but...
Look, and that's different. Every day, I find it more and more difficult to find something that will stimulate Sammy's imagination and stop him dying.
I don't like 6 o'clock.
You don't like... Well, look, if I put it on its side, look, it's 2:45.
That's better. But, she'd finish this apple. And this one, she's never been in the middle.
OK, well, why don't we put her in the middle for a change?
Yes.
Look, that looks completely different now. Sammy?
It's better.
Yeah?
I like that.
Good. Would you like to come and see the new Steve Martin film? We don't have to go.
We're desperately trying to invent as many completely new experiences as we can. Sammy, we reformed E17 for you with Alan Shearer instead of Brian Harvey.
Oh, God!
I'm not feeling well. I've been on this route before.
But we've paid for everyone on the route to make it look like the war in Vietnam.
How are we going to get home?
I don't know. I don't know.
But it's just another war.
I don't know, Sammy. Look, Sammy, it's a documentary about the International Space Station.
In those days, we all got called up to edit Independent on Sunday. You couldn't get out of it. So I turned up on the Monday, and by Wednesday morning, I was sort of, what's the point? I ran away. I thought if they caught me, I'd be shot. But they just got somebody else in.
What if we're just complicated hand puppets, manipulated by tiny men with their arms up us?
I don't know if I told you, but I used to cut the hair of a man who was in the Bootleg Beatles.
Oh, the Beatles tribute band?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right, that's the one. Yeah, he was to look like John Lennon.
Right, yes.
Yeah, and I heard that the other day he actually got shot by the lookalike Mark Chapman.
Oh, no.
Yeah, of course, the saddest one of them all, though, was the lookalike Pete Best. He was very bitter, you know, he was very jealous towards the lookalike Ringo Starr. You know, the lookalike Ringo Starr, he was actually quite happy because he used to do all the voiceovers for the bootleg Thomas the Tank Engine. You know, right. So he was quids in, really.
Hearing what my barber has to say, I realise it's now impossible to tell what's real anymore.
But I feel sorry all the same, you know, a little bit for Ringo Starr, don't you?
The real one?
The real one, yeah, and the bootleg one, all of them really, because it's sort of like, it's like the fourth not very good Beatle, you know what I mean? It's a little bit like the Marx Brothers, you know, they're the fourth not very good Marx brother. What was it, they had Chico, Harpo, Groucho and Ringo.
I'm reading a book at the moment that has completely changed my life. It's called Eric von Daniken's Hidden Holy Bible Code from Space. And it unlocks all the secret Bible revelations that have lain hidden for millennia. The one that's done it for me is this thing here about the phrase Jesus uses in the New Testament, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." Now, apparently the word meek is actually a mistranslation from the ancient Aramaic. It should translate as giant radioactive cockroach. So what Jesus actually said was, "Blessed are the giant radioactive cockroaches, for they shall inherit the earth."
Hiya.
Hello. Thanks.
Listen, I've got an Ike and Tina Turner-gram for the bloke next door.
Right.
But he isn't in yet.
Right.
And I was wondering if you could look after him till he comes back.
Right, an Ike and Tina Turner-gram?
Ike and Tina Turner, yes.
Okay, fine, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, bring it in. Hello.
Hello there.
Hiya, come in.
Hiya, thanks.
Come in.
Hello.
All right, sit out the rain. All right. Do you want a cup of tea or something? Or?
No, we're fine, thanks. Yeah, we don't want to be any trouble.
Right. So you do Ike and Tina Turner?
Yeah.
What do? You sing all the songs? You sing all?
Yeah.
River Deep Mountain Eye.
River
Yeah.
Deep Mountain Eye, like push city
City.
limits the lot.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Good. Right. When did you get into that? Why did you decide to do it?
I think just because everybody said we looked so much like them, you know.
So it was obvious, really.
It was the thing to do. Yeah.
Good. I'm just measuring up all the house.
Please,
So
yeah.
I'll
Thank you.
just leave you to it.
Carry
Okay.
on, yeah.
I'm leaving you, Ike.
As Ike and Tina practiced recreating domestic violence from the 60s, I realised we all want to live in a big lie. Maybe because we wouldn't cope if we heard the truth all the time.
The 1720 direct to London Marylebone. So why don't you go and take it? Go and take the train with all the other robots. Yeah, you. You think you're so cultured because you've been to see Cats, you pampered upper-class drug-taking bitch.
You're going to pick up the disabled group later?
Yeah, I'm taking them over to the coffee shop for a lunch. Here, Bobby.
I don't know how you do it.
Martin and Marie are the happiest couple in my neighbourhood. If anyone can cope with seeing their true inner selves, it's them.
You going to be around for supper later?
Oh no, I'll be seeing Jeff again.
Oh, listening to more of his problems.
Oh, but got a letter from the TV company. They want to go ahead and do that documentary that they were talking about married couples. Film us.
Right then. Oh, better be on my best behaviour.
Yeah, me too.
You're going to get recognised this week.
Here's your autograph. Oh,
Bring a record out, probably.
oh, look. What am I? I'm a big kangaroo.
I think you're a fat, ugly cow.
What?
What are you doing?
I didn't think they'd use that. Make you look stupid, don't they?
Martin and Marie show typical dysfunctional behaviour.
Just behave and calm down. Just piss
Me, come! You piss off! Bobby, come here. Come on. Come to Mummy. Come to Mummy.
Oh, it's just because you're having a fight. They've just picked on that.
Yeah, they're just being really selective about what they show.
Yeah. I'm going to rob for more lager.
Get me some more.
By now, Martin has lost control.
Pray for lager. They've taken this out of context completely.
Lager! Who's used that crucifix a beer can?
I made it ages ago. We were just clowning around, weren't we?
Oh, shut up, Bobby!
Stop! Bloody barking!
Oh, give us a hand then!
No!
Oh. They're just making us look rather ridiculous, by just picking certain moments up.
I've just injected Tremazis in my leg, and the veins have gone all solid.
Next week, Marie and Martin are caught trapping squirrels to make hats in A Family of Nutters.
We're good at television. We're so good at television. You're good at television. You're good at television. I'm good at television.
It's lovely pasta, thank you.
Great.
You busy? Being Ike and Tina?
No.
Very busy.
There he is. There he is. Quick, go. There he goes. Just go in. Have a good one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy it. All right.
Hey, do you want me to do the washing up?
No. Just get out the house into his house. Bye.
Let's go, yeah.
Come in.
Right. Waka, 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 waka.
Cha-cha, Jim!